This one is deep. It is gone from CI to see you later.
2-0 here is well hit to right field. Drew Macias going back. Forget it, it's gone! A grand slam home run for Brian Nelson.
Justin Davies at the plate. The winning run at third. Crowd going nuts. Swung on. Bouncing ball left side. Off the mitt. Up third baseman Brad Strauss. Here comes Louis Rodriguez. Justin Davies has done it again. Jason Johnson makes the catch. He makes the catch. And the Long Island Ducks have swept the Camden Riversharks. They are the 2004 Atlantic League champions.
Swing and miss for strike three. This ball game is over. The Long Island Ducks win it 5-4, and they are the champions of the Liberty Division. Lions punt up the third baseline. Esquivel charging in. They're not going to have a play, and the Ducks are the champions of the Atlantic League here in 2012. And there is a mob scene of Long Island Ducks in right center field. They are the Atlantic League champions.
And now it's time for the Long Island Ducks North Shore LIJ Southside Hospital pregame show.
We're live here at Campbell's Field in Camden, New Jersey, and once again it is time for Long Island Ducks baseball. And today it's Brunch with the Ducks, a special 11 o'clock start time, and it's the rubber game of a three-game series between the Long Island Ducks and the Camden Riversharks. Well, good morning, Ducks fans. My name is Michael Pollack. I'll be bringing you the play-by-play for all of today's action as the Ducks go for their sixth consecutive series win to start the second half of the season. Riversharks took the opening game here on Monday night by a count of 10-5, but the Ducks responded yesterday with a great performance, a 7-3 win to even the series at a game apiece. And as we've heard so many times before from the manager of the Ducks, Kevin Baez, the pitching coach, Steve Foucault, and even catcher Ramon Castro here on Monday, the key to success is the starting pitching. And yesterday, Bill Murphy was masterful on the mound for Long Island. 6 innings of 6-hit, 2-run baseball. He walked 1 and struck out 4 to earn his second win of the season and his 4th consecutive quality start. And so we recap yesterday's game. Ducks, the other key was getting the early lead, and they took an early 3-0 lead against Rivershark starter A.J. Batisto. In the opening inning, Joe Ash Brodeen led off, and he singled to center. Josh Barfield singled to center as well. So with runners at first and second and nobody out, up came Bryant Nelson. Runners lead, and the pitch to Nelson swung on a hit on the ground to the right side and through for a base hit. Brodeen on his way around third. He gets the stop sign from Kevin Baez. And the throw comes in home plate. Now it gets past the catcher. Now Brodeen is going to scamper home. Here comes the throw to the plate, and it is not in time. So Brodeen scores when the throw gets away from the catcher Padron. And the Ducks have taken the early 1-0 lead here in the top of the first inning. Yeah, Kevin Baez had stopped Brodeen at first, and then the throw went through the legs of Padron, so the E2 allows the Ducks to take the early 1-0 lead, and then the runners moved up to second and third, and that would help the Ducks because Bill Hall would bat next. And the 3-1, swung on and lifted in the air down the right field line. Well hit. Going back is the right fielder Reynolds. Warning track at the wall. He reaches up and he makes the catch. Tagging from third and scoring is Barfield. Nelson goes to third as the ball comes back in. It's a sac fly and an RBI for Bill Hall, and the Ducks lead it 2-0 here in the first inning. So Bill Hall with the RBI sacrifice fly. Ducks had a 2-0 lead, and then Adam Bailey would bat. And the 0-1. Swung on and lifted in the air to shallow center field. Charging in is Billy Rice. Still on the run. Going out to shortstop. Valdez, he can't make the catch. It drops in. In to score is Nelson from third. And it's 3-0 Ducks here in the opening inning. Just over the head of the shortstop, Wilson Valdez. The RBI single for Adam Bailey. And the Ducks were on top by 3. In the bottom of the second, Riversharks would get one of the runs on the board, their first run of the game, as with one out, Delwyn Young singled to center. He went to second on a wild pitch, and after Juan Martinez struck out swinging, Burt Reynolds lifted a 2-out RBI single to left, and the Ducks had their lead cut to 2. It was 3-1, but in the top of the fourth, Ducks would get the run back as Bill Hall led off the inning with a single to center. Adam Bailey popped out foul to third, and that would bring up Ralph Enriquez. First pitch here on the ground to the right side and through, a base hit for Henriquez. Hall around second. He is going to go for third. Reynolds will throw into second base, and Hall will go in standing up. Now the ball caroms away. Hall is going to come home to score, and Henriquez is going to go to second. So some sloppy defense there for the Riversharks here in the fourth. And the Ducks have tacked on another. They lead it 4-1. And just a defensive miscue there as it was missed by the shortstop Valdez on a bad throw from the right fielder Reynolds. So Hall alertly scampered home. Ducks had another run there. 3-run lead was back. Camden got the run back in the bottom of the fourth inning as Pascucci and Padron singled to start the inning and put runners at first and third. Delwyn Young popped to third, but Juan Martinez with an RBI single to left field after Murphy had gotten ahead in the count. That made it a 4-2 game. Bird Reynolds then drew a walk to load the bases, and the tying run was at second base with only one out. Steve Foucault came out to have a quick chat with Bill Murphy, and the talk worked, because on a 1-0 pitch, Billy Rice grounded into the inning-ending 1-2-3 double play, and that would be the last time that the Riversharks would really threaten in the game. Ducks would tack on a run in the sixth inning when Adam Bailey hit a ground rule double to right field, and then moved to third on a single to right by Ralph Enriquez and scored on Ray Navarrette's double play ground ball. So that made it a 5-2 game in favor of the Ducks, and Long Island put the game away with two more in the eighth inning against A.J. Batisto. As with one out, Bill Hall singled to center to start the inning, and that would bring up Adam Bailey, who already had 2 hits in the game. Double play ball hit by Navarrete. This one lined down the right field line, heading to the corner. It is a fair ball and a base hit for Bailey. Riversharks think it's a foul ball, but the first base umpire, Chase Edmondson, says it's fair. Around third is Hall. He will come home to score, and in at third with an RBI triple is Adam Bailey, and the Ducks have taken a 6-2 lead here in the eighth inning. So the Ducks were up 6-2 at that point. The Ducks would get another run on the sac fly to left by Ray Navarrete to round out their scoring. Riversharks would get one in the ninth against Jared Lansford on a Burt Reynolds opposite field solo homer to right. But that would be all, as the Ducks win it 7-3. So 7 runs, 14 hits, 1 error for the Ducks, who left 5 on base. For the Riversharks, 3 runs, 9 hits, 3 errors. They left 6. Bill Murphy, the win, improved to 2-10. A.J. Batista, the loss, fell to 3-1. He allowed 7 runs, 5 earned on 13 hits in 7 1/3 innings, 1 walk and 5 strikeouts. There was no save. The game took a quick 2 hours and 32 minutes in front of 2,317 here at Campbell's Field. Well, it's a camp day today, rubber game of the 3-game set. Ducks go for their 6th consecutive series win. After a quick break, I am joined by one of the most loyal Ducks fans out there, Sandy Van Essendelft, who always comes and enjoys some Ducks games on the road throughout the course of the season. She has been here all 3 games in Camden, and she joins me after this here at Campbell's Field.
Hi, this is manager Kevin Byers, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hey, Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Clarion Hotel and Conference Center in Ronkonkoma. Uncover the perfect balance of memorable, award-winning service and the most central location Long Island has to offer. The Clarion Hotel and Conference Center is located less than a quarter mile from the Islip MacArthur Airport with a state-of-the-art health and fitness center, high-speed internet access, a world-class outdoor pool, and the great food and fun inside the Brickyard Bar and Grill. There's never been a better time to visit the Clarion Hotel and Conference Center. Best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Clarion Hotel and Conference Center, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 585-9500 today. That's 631-585-9500. North Shore LIJ, Southside Hospital in Bayshore, is the healthcare heart of our community. We provide outstanding health care right here at home with centers of excellence in cardiology, orthopedics, neurosciences, women's health services, and much more. Experience counts, and North Shore LIJ Southside Hospital has been around for nearly a century of care. For more information, please call 631-968-3000 or visit us on the web at www.nslij.com.
Back here in Camden, New Jersey, as we get set for this morning's game between the Ducks and the Riversharks, final game of a 3-game series and third game of this 7-game road trip for the Ducks. Sandy Van Essendelft is one of the most loyal Ducks fans you will see. She is a 9-year season ticket holder for the Ducks, and she frequently hits the road with the team to check out the Ducks when they are in places like Camden, Somerset, York, all around the Atlantic League. Well, she's been here in Camden for the first 2 games of this 3-game set, and she's back here today. Had the chance to catch up with her before today's game to talk about what drives her to be such a loyal Ducks fan. All right, I'm here with Sandy Van Essendelft, the 9-year season ticket holder with the Long Island Ducks, always frequently traveling to road ballparks to come watch the Ducks on the road. Sandy, we find yourself here in Camden today. Talk about what drives you to come on the road and watch the Ducks when they're playing away from Bethpage Ballpark.
Oh, I love baseball. I love the Ducks. I like to travel. I have friends in certain places like around Camden. So it's just a win-win situation.
Have you tried to, when you go on the road, find different people, meet different people when you've gone to the different cities to become friends with, so that way you know when the Ducks are in York or in Camden or in Somerset, you know you'll have people to go enjoy the games with?
Yes, there is one place I've been a few times, and One of the ladies said, well, you can stay with us. Next time you're down, let me know. We exchanged phone numbers, and so we'll see. And I sit by them when I'm down there.
Nice. Well, I know one place we found you a lot is Camden, and you enjoy the games here, obviously, but you also take in the sights. You went to Philadelphia today to enjoy some sightseeing. Talk about your experience down here and how much you enjoyed getting to see the city of Philadelphia.
It was great. I mean, we had a great tour guide. We went on the duck tour. Imagine
nice.
that.
Yeah, of course, you have to go on the duck tour if you're a duck fan.
And they give out quackers.
So that's perfect. Yeah, you've got the quackers ready to go here tonight when the Ducks play the Riversharks.
That's right.
Exactly. Now, I also found out that you just finally got a chance to try the famous Pat's and Gino's cheesesteaks today. Give us your analysis. Which was better, and how good were they?
I actually liked both flavors.
Okay.
But I liked the chopped meat. I guess that's at Pat's, and with the cheese whiz. For some reason, I don't know. I mean, I had provolone at Gino's, but I think Pat's.
Okay, fair enough. Everybody's got their own taste in terms of the cheesesteak. Regardless, as long as you enjoyed it, that's the most important thing. Well, give us your analysis so far on the Ducks team so far this season. Had a little bit of a rough half at the beginning, rough first half, but now very good so far here in the second half, despite the loss last night.
The second half they started out really well. I'm hoping, you have a bad game every once in a while. So maybe that's what last night was. And we start over again. Each day's a new day.
Every day is a new day. It's always a good philosophy to have here. Talk about, as a fan, getting the opportunity to see so many big leaguers like you see on this year's roster, including, for example, Dontrell Willis with the Long Island Ducks, the league's best ERA. How cool has it been watching him pitch?
It's been great to see the different major league players, or ex-major league players. And hopefully they'll be able to get back the exposure.
How about a guy like Joe Ashrodine, a guy who's never been to that major league organization, that major league level? After helping lead the Ducks to the championship last season, how thrilling has it been to watch him with the way he's playing this year?
It's funny you ask that, because I've been thinking, I don't know why he's not getting picked up. He's just been playing very well this year. Definitely MVP for our team, I think. So hopefully somebody's watching.
Now, every time I come on the road, a lot of the times I see you out here, but I don't see any of the other hardcore season ticket holders. What's your message to some of those other diehard season ticket holders that may be listening back home on Long Island right now that aren't here joining you and rooting on the Ducks?
As much fun as it is at our own ballpark, it's just as much fun in the other places. You meet new people. Everybody's friendly. I've never had a bad experience at any of them. So, I would take a day off here and there and maybe just go to one game if that's all you can do. I mean, I've been fortunate to have a lot of vacation time, so I could do this.
That's always good to have the vacation time so you can go follow the Ducks on the road. Out of all the ballparks you've been to in the Atlantic League, I'm sure Bethpage Ballpark still ranks number one for you.
Sure.
But if you had to pick another ballpark that's your favorite to come to, favorite to go enjoy a ball game, which would it be?
It's a bit of a toss-up, though I do like Camden. I also like Maryland.
Southern Maryland?
Yeah, I like being there, but that's because I know a lot of people there now.
Yeah.
And then one of my best friends lives around Camden, so but it's beautiful with the Ben Franklin in the background. Very beautiful park. I think all parks I've been to have been very nice looking.
That's been the one benefit of the Atlantic League is so many beautiful ballparks. Southern Maryland has been a spot where the Ducks have been very frequently going to play in the postseason. You've gotten a chance to go down and watch the Ducks in the playoffs. How funny would it be for the Ducks for a third straight year to be playing Southern Maryland in the first round if they win the second half?
That would be. It reminds me of the Yankees and the Royals back in the 70s. Now I know you can figure out my age. But that was 3 years in a row. But 3 years in a row the Yankees won, so that's what we're hoping for if that happens.
And, of course, last year the Ducks won the Atlantic League title. They won it at Bethpage Ballpark. Talk about how thrilling it was for you to get to see them win the Atlantic League championship at home and get to take part in that celebration.
It was almost unreal because it was just a spontaneous ending. But, it was great. I wasn't at the game back in 2004. I was listening to it on the radio, so this was definitely much, much better.
And, of course, this is the site where the Ducks won in 2004. Well, Sandy, it's great to see you here on the road, and I'm sure the Ducks are always very appreciative of you coming out on the road and supporting the team, and we're glad to have you here in Camden tonight.
Well, thank you for inviting me to the interview.
That is Sandy Van Essendelft, the 9-year season ticket holder for the Long Island Ducks. She has been here all week long so far here in Camden, cheering the Ducks on, and she is back here in attendance today and hoping that the Ducks will win their 6th consecutive series here to start the second half. We will take a break. When we come back, a closer look at the pitching matchup for today's game, the starting lineups and the first pitch between the Ducks and the Riversharks.
Hi, this is Steve Foucault, pitching coach for the Ducks. You're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
North Shore LIJ Southside Hospital in Bayshore is the healthcare heart of our community. We provide outstanding health care right here at home with centers of excellence in cardiology, orthopedics, neurosciences, women's health services, and much more. Experience counts, and North Shore LIJ Southside Hospital has been around for nearly a century of care. For more information, please call 631-968-3000 or visit us on the web at www.nslij.com.
Amy Cornella, age 17.
Last year, 49 people a day died from a totally preventable national public health problem. 49 people a day were killed at the hands of drunk drivers. So the next time you're drinking and you're thinking about driving, ask yourself, do you really want to add to this list?
Elijah Anthony Michael Burrow Sealy, age 2 months.
Stay alive. Don't drink and drive. A message from Suffolk County Stop DWI.
Back here at Campbell's Field, Ducks and the Riversharks getting set to play the rubber game of this 3-game set. Here's today's national anthem. Our national anthem here on this Wednesday morning at Campbell's Field in Camden, New Jersey. Camp day here at the ballpark. Lots of camps in attendance here on this Wednesday, and they will be cheering on the Riversharks as the two teams, the Ducks and the Riversharks, play the rubber game of a 3-game series. Ducks have played now 7 straight games against Camden, dating back to last Thursday. Ducks have won 4 of the 6 so far, so in essence they have won this 7-game series, with 4 at Bethpage Ballpark and 3 here in Camden, New Jersey. Well, the Ducks took 3 of 4 in that first series. They have split the first 2 here, and the Ducks will try for their 6th consecutive series win here this morning. Well, let's take a look at the starting lineups today for the Long Island Ducks. And for the Ducks, Kevin Byers has put out a lineup that looks like this, a little bit different than normal. It'll be Joe Ashbrodeen leading off. He is in left field. Craig Binnick moves up to the number 2 spot. He is in center field as Josh Barfield will get the day off. Brian Nelson will serve as the designated hitter today. He gets the half day off. He is batting third. Bill Hall will make his first start at third base for the Ducks, and he is in the cleanup spot. Ramon Castro will do the catching and bat fifth. Adam Bailey is in right field. He hits sixth. Ray Navarrete will get the start at first base today. He bats seventh. Hitting eighth and playing second base is P.J. Phillips. And rounding out the Ducks order today is the shortstop, Dan Lyons, as he bats ninth, And they will all face right-handed pitcher Scott Gorgon, who wears number 1 on the mound for the Camden Riversharks, and he makes the start here to try and send the Riversharks to the series win and pull within 5.5 games of the Ducks in the Liberty Division standings. Gorgon this year is 0-2 with a 6.94 ERA through 3 starts, and he pitched very well against the Ducks his last time out on July the 19th, but took a no decision, and the Ducks 11-8 waddle-off win in 10 innings. On the other side, Bob Zimmerman is going to start for the Ducks. He is 1-2 with a 3.60 ERA, 13 games and 3 starts. And he pitched in that same game for the Ducks, allowed 5 runs on 11 hits in 6 1/3 innings, but also took a no decision when the Ducks rallied to win the game by a count of 11-8. Well, we are about ready to go here on this Wednesday morning. Campers still filing in at Campbell's Field. Joe Ashbrodeen will step to the plate And the Ducks about ready to be in here today. Fans making some noise here early on for the Riversharks, trying to cheer them on here in the final game of this series. Scott Gorgon ready to go on the hill. And the first pitch on the way here to Joe Ash. Brodeen is swung on in line down the right field line for a base hit. That is going to head into the corner. Brodeen off to the races. He is around first, digging for second, and I believe the ball got caught there in the wall down the right field line, so it's going to be a ground rule double for Joe Ash Brodeen. And a good start for the Ducks as Brodeen picks up the extra base hit. Now in all 3 games in this series, Brodeen has been on base to start off the game. So the first pitch swinging, and Brodeen picks up the 2-base hit. And for Brodeen, it's his 18th double of the season. And that'll bring up Craig Binnick, the center fielder and 2-hitter for Long Island. Before the double, Brodeen was hitting .331 with 11 home runs and 42 runs batted in. First pitch on the way to Binnick. He takes a big breaking ball. It's in for a strike. And the count is 0-1. Binnick at .254, 15 for 59. He has 2 home runs and 6 runs batted in. Here comes an 0-1 pitch in this righty-righty matchup. Gorgon looks to second, kicks and fires, and this is taken low. And that'll even up the count at 1-1. So we begin at about 11:08 here on this Wednesday morning. Ducks have gone 3-1 in the 11 o'clock games this year, or I should say 11 or 10:35. Ducks were 3-0 until they lost the Camp Day game at Bethpage Ballpark on July the 15th to Southern Maryland. 1 ball, 1 strike pitch upcoming. Gorgon looks to second, deals to the plate, and Binnick swings and lines one down the right field line, slicing foul. Goes into the playground area down the right field line. And the count is 1-2. So Scott Gorgon, the right-hander, on the mound for the Riversharks. Trying to improve that ERA once again. Pitched well against the Ducks last time out, allowing just 1 run on 2 hits in 6 innings. Brodeen with excellent speed at second takes his lead. And the 1-2 on the way. Pitch, and Binnick will take low and outside. That'll even up the count at 2-2. So Brodeen has been on base to start things off here in all 3 games of the series, and in the first 2 games he scored when he led off the game by getting on base. Monday night he reached on an error by the first baseman Delwyn Young. Yesterday a single to center, and today a ground rule double to right. He's also now hit safely in 9 of his last 10 games. 2-2, and Binnick takes low and inside. Now runs the count full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Brodeen also trying to extend his run scoring streak. He has scored a run now in 9 consecutive games. Terrific streak so far for Brodeen, who continues to be the best all-around offensive player for the Ducks this season. And a 3-2 payoff pitch upcoming here to Binnick. Brodeen leads at second, nobody out. Here's the 3-2. Swinging a ground ball up the third base line. It goes just foul. And the count remains full at 3-2. Umpires for today's game behind home plate is Alan Barnfield. Over at first base, check that behind home plate is Chase Edmondson. Around at first base is Aaron Freeman, and Alan Barnfield is over at third. Ducks are in the alternate orange, the Riversharks in their alternate blue jerseys. And it'll be a 3-ball, 2-strike pitch upcoming here once again to Craig Binnick. From the belt, Gorgon is set, looks to second twice. Now deals to the plate, and Binnick takes outside for ball 4. Close pitch, but Binnick gets the benefit of the doubt, and it's a Municipal Credit Union walk with a purpose. Every time a Ducks batter walks, the Quackerjack Foundation wins. So Brodeen at second, Binnick at first. Excellent speed on the base pass for the Ducks, and that is going to bring up the designated hitter and 3-hitter, and that is Brian Nelson, switch hitter batting left-handed. So here is Nelson to the plate. He has been hot of late. Gorgon gets the sign here. And his first pitch on the way to Nelson. Taken, low and outside for ball 1. Nelson up to 285 this season, 10 home runs and a team high 44 runs batted in. The 1-0 count. And the pitch. That misses low and inside. And the count now goes to 2 balls and no strikes. Nelson has been on base in 9 straight games entering today. And really, as a whole, the Ducks lineup has feasted against this Riversharks team pretty much every game that they have played here in this 7 straight game series. 4 on Long Island and 3 here in Camden. Gorgon's 2-0. Nelson swings and lines one down the right field line, foul. Bullet off the bat of Nelson, but he was way out in front of it. And so the count now 2-1. Top of the first inning here in Camden, no score, but the Ducks threatening once again. They have runners at first and second with nobody out. Ducks have scored first in each of the last 2 games here so far in Camden. They've also scored first now in 3 straight games. They're trying to make it 4 straight here. 2-1 from Gorgon. And Nelson will swing and ground one foul to the Riversharks dugout along the first base line. And the count stays even now at 2-2. Defensively for Camden, it's Yasser Gomez in left field, Billy Rice in center, and Johnny Drennan gets the start in right. On the infield, Dionis Cesar at third, Wilson Valdez at short. D'Angelo Jimenez is at second, Raul Padron at first, and behind home plate doing the catching is Michael Greco. So a 2-2 coming here to Nelson. Gorgon having to work into some deep counts here early on in this game. And the 2-2. Swinging a foul ball down the third base line. Off-speed pitch that time, and Nelson was able to waste it down the third base line to stay alive. Bill Hall will be next. Cloudy skies overhead here today. Lights are off here at Campbell's Field, and the wind blowing in from left center field towards home plate. Very light breeze right now. No rain expected today. Temperatures did cool off a little bit. Still a little humid outside. And here comes a 2-ball, 2-strike offering. Gorgon deals, and Nelson swings and bounces one weakly in front of home plate. Off the mound, Gorgon fields. He has one play. He'll go to first for the putout. So Nelson, in essence, a sacrifice there, although it wasn't a sac bunt. It's a 1-3 putout. Moving over to third base is Brodeen, and down to second is Binnick. So 2 speedy runners in scoring position for the Ducks, and that'll bring up the cleanup hitter and third baseman Bill Hall. Nelson will surely get some high fives as he heads back to the dugout. Obviously unhappy that he grounded out, but he does move the base runners up in a scoring position. And that is what you try to do rather than keep the runners put. So 1 out. And 2 in scoring position for the Ducks, and that brings up Bill Hall, who hits from the right side, cleanup hitter, and third baseman, getting his first start at third base as a Long Island Duck. Typically has played left field and short. He has also played a little bit at second, but today gets the start at third. The first pitch to him, swung on and popped up foul over the screen and off to our right behind home plate, and into a crowd of campers. And so the count is 0-1. Hall on the season is hitting .282, 8 home runs and 35 runs batted in. He has picked up a hit in 6 straight games. Gorgon taking a long time here on the mound so far today, and it'll be an 0-1 upcoming to Hall. Kick, the pitch, and Hall will swing and miss. Big breaking ball diving down in the zone, and the count is 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes with 1 out here on Hall. Brodeen takes his lead at third. He had a ground rule double to lead off the inning. Binnick leads at second. He drew a walk. And an 0-2 pitch upcoming. Gorgon deals, and Hall will swing and bounce one weakly here to short. Charging over is the third baseman Cesar. He can't get it. Safe at first base is Hall. Safe at home plate is Joe Ash Brodeen, and the Ducks have taken the early 1-0 lead here in the top of the first inning. It is a base hit for Bill Hall, so you give him the single and the run batted in. Second hit of the game for the Ducks. And for Hall, his 36th RBI of the season. Now runners at first and third with one out for Long Island. And for Joe Ashbrodeen, his 10th straight game with a run scored. He continues to be magnificent offensively for the Ducks. That was going to be a tough play for either Cesar or Valdez, the third baseman at shortstop, to make. And Cesar tried to get it, hit off the tip of his glove and stayed on the grass. So Hall picks up the infield single. Now runners at first and third, one out, and up to the plate steps the number 5 hitter, the catcher Ramon Castro, who will bat from the right side. Gorgon's first pitch on the way, and that is taken up and outside for ball 1. Castro has increased his average to 257 with a couple of nice games lately. 6 home runs and 25 runs batted in. Castro takes a breaking ball. It drops in for a strike, and they're leaving up the count at 1-1. So Camden changing their lineup a little bit today with the day game after the night game. They put Drennan in right field, they put Jimenez at second, and they put Greco behind the plate. As Young, Martinez, and Reynolds get the day off. 1-1, Castro swings, lifts this one foul, first base side and in the seats. And the count goes to 1-2. Ducks have taken the early 1-0 lead. 4th straight game, Ducks have scored the first run. And this again, the rubber game of a 3-game set, with the Ducks trying to win their 6th consecutive series here to start the second half. Infield shifted around slightly to the left side with Castro at the plate. Hall leads at first and Finnick at third. And the 1-2 on the way from Gorgon is swung on and grounded here to short. Should be 2. The flip to second for 1. The turn to first is in time for the double play. 6-4, 3 twin killing. And that will retire the side. But for the Ducks, they get a run on 2 hits. No errors and 1 man left on base. We've played a half inning here in Camden. It's the Ducks 1 and the Riversharks coming to bat.
Hi, this is Ray Navarrete, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Northeast Facility Supplies is the official janitorial supplier of the Long Island Ducks, serving all of Long Island, both North and South Fork locations, to better serve you. We're located in Ronkonkoma and have a complete range of janitorial supplies for all your facilities' needs. Whether it's paper, plastics, chemicals, machinery, or equipment, no business is ever too big or too small for us. Don't forget to ask about our price match guarantee. Visit us on the web at www.nefaci.com or give us a call at 631-563-8119.
Few places on Earth offer the charm and excitement of Fire Island. At Fire Island Ferries, located conveniently at 99 Maple Avenue in Bay Shore, they offer convenient travel to Fire Island 7 days a week. Fire Island is quickly becoming a top destination for families of all ages. Experience the informal, carefree communities, the dazzling night scene, enjoy fine dining, or climb to the top of one of the tallest lighthouses in the United States. But there's only one way to get there, by calling Fire Island Ferries at 631-665-3600 today. For fare and scheduling information, please visit fireislandferries.com.
Back here at Campbell's Field, we take this game to the bottom half of the first inning. Ducks take the early 1-0 lead over the Riversharks. And stepping to the mound is right-hander Bob Zimmerman, who will get the start here for the Ducks today. And the Ducks trying to pick up the series win, or the 6th straight series here this year.
That you just finally got.
So it is Bob Zimmerman on the mound for Long Island here today, and he'll face a Rivershark lineup that looks like this. Leading off and playing left field is Yasser Gomez. Wilson Valdez at short bat second, and Valentino Pascucci is the number 3 hitter. He is the DH. Hitting fourth and playing first base is Raul Padron. Batting fifth and playing third base, Dionis Cesar. D'Angelo Jimenez is the number 6 hitter and second baseman. Johnny Drennan in right field bats seventh. Hitting 8th and doing the catching today is Michael Greco, and rounding out the order is the center fielder, and that is Billy Rice. So Zimmerman on the mound for Long Island. And his first pitch of the inning to Gomez, squaring a bunt. He pulls back and takes a strike. Count 0-1. Gomez at .295 this season. No home runs yet. 20 runs batted in. 0-1. Breaking ball drops in for a strike. Nice pitch that time from Zimmerman. And the count quickly 0-2. Zimmerman works quickly, and his 0-2 offering is a fastball upstairs. That'll run the count to 1-2. Zimmerman has that big herky-jerky motion on the mound, the high left leg kick, wide open wingspan, and then he delivers the pitch, and here he misses low and outside to even up the count at 2-2. Gomez batting from the left side. Ducks with the early 1-0 lead. And the 2-2. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Excellent breaking ball from Zimmerman. First strikeout of the day for the right-hander. And there's one away in the first. Well, the Ducks and Municipal Credit Union have teamed up this season to present the Walk with a Purpose promotion. Every time a Long Island Ducks player walks, Municipal Credit Union will make a donation to the Quacker Jack Foundation. Municipal Credit Union serving members since 1916. Oh, up to the plate steps the number 2 hitter. That's the shortstop Wilson Valdez, who bats from the right side. Zimmerman patiently awaiting for him to get into the batter's box, and the first pitch of the at-bat is right down the middle for strike 1. Valdez hitting .276 on the season, no home runs, 17 runs batted in. And the 0-1 is up and in tight, evens up the count at 1-1. Zimmerman on the season has a record of 1-2, 3.60 ERA. This is his 4th start of the year, 14th game. And the 1-1. That's lined down the left field line, foul. Valdez too far out in front of it, and the count 1-2. 35 innings for Bob Zimmerman. He's given up 31 hits, 10 walks to 21 strikeouts. Joined the Ducks in June. His first appearance was on June the 8th. And now his 1-2 offering. Pitch is swung on and popped up. Foul territory, first base side. Brodin chasing, or check that, Navarrete towards the seats, and that'll be back into the crowd about 5 rows deep. The count stays 1-2. Looking at the Ducks defensive lineup, again, a little bit different today. Joe Ash, Brodin in left, Craig Bennick in center, Adam Bailey in right. The killer bees in the outfield. That has been pretty much consistent this year. But Bill Hall is at third, Dan Lyons is at short, P.J. Phillips gets to start at second, and Ray Navarrete is over at first with Ramon Castro behind home plate. Josh Barfield gets the day off today, more on that in the top of the second inning, and Ralph Enriquez, who caught last night, gets the day off. Here comes the 1-2 from Zimmerman, and Valdez swings and lines one to the right side over the leaping try of P.J. Phillips for a base hit. So Valdez goes the opposite way for the Riversharks' first hit of the day. And that'll bring up the designated hitter, Valentino Pascucci. So good piece of hitting there for Valdez, and Phillips, not normally a second baseman. He's played more left field this year, and Barfield an almost second baseman. I don't know if Barfield would have caught that anyway, but Phillips tried, could not come up with it, and that'll bring up the DH and 3 hitter, Valentino Pascucci. Pascucci bats from the left side, first pitch, or check that right side, and the first pitch is taken for a called strike, and the count is 0-1. Pascucci on the season is hitting .300, 24 for 80, 7 home runs, 18 runs batted in. Zimmerman from the stretch and his 0-1. Just missed the inside corner, evens up the count at 1-1 strike. Zimmerman wears the high black socks on the mound. 3rd season with the Ducks. It's over his shoulder to first where Valdez takes his lead. He has great speed. And the 1-1. Swung on and missed. Good fastball from Zimmerman, and Pascucci swung right through it. So the count now 1-2 on the slugger for Camden. Wind has died down here. Flag hanging limp beyond the left center field wall. Traffic flowing freely on the Ben Franklin Bridge behind the outfield wall here at Camden's Campbell's Field, just across the river from Philadelphia. And the 1-2 pitch upcoming. Pascucci takes, just missed the outside corner at the knees. And that evens up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, the 11 a.m. start time today, 5th camp day that the Ducks have been a part of, camp/school day. Ducks have a 3-1 record in the previous 4. And now the 2-2 from Zimmerman. Deals, and Pascucci takes low and outside, and that runs the count full. The Riversharks showing some patience here early on against Zimmerman. Valdez, the runner at first, and we'll see if he goes here with a count of 3-2 and 1 out. He has terrific speed, does Valdez. And here's the 3-2. Turning a throw over, and Valdez back safely. Zimmerman keeping a close eye on the former big leaguer. Valdez 19 of 20 in the stolen base department this season. He currently ranks 2nd in the Atlantic League in steals behind Adam Godwin of Sugar Land, who has a ridiculous 35 stolen bases. Here's the 3-2. Runner does go, and the pitch is popped up. Foul territory, first base side. Navarrete over towards the Riversharks dugout, trying to reach in, but it hits the top of the dugout and goes back into the seats. There's not much foul ground here in Camden. Home plate is very close to the backstop here, and there's not much foul ground either along the first and third base lines to the dugouts. So off the bat, that looked like it was going to stay in play, but drifted to the top of the Camden dugout. Pascucci still alive with the count still at 3-2. Valdez takes his lead again, being held on by Navarrete. He goes, and the 3-2 swung on, and foul tipped at home plate. Just getting a piece of it was Pascucci to stay alive. And we will do it once again at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Ducks took the early 1-0 lead on the Bill Hall infield single to third. And the Riversharks making Zimmerman work here in the bottom half of the first inning already. Zimmerman with 17 pitches, 1 on and 1 out. And Pascucci still at the plate. So Zimmerman gets back up onto the rubber. Valdez takes his lead. I'm sure he will go again here with a count of 3-2. On the payoff, there goes the runner. Pitch is swung on and tapped here up the third base line. Foul. Bill Hall, the third baseman, fields in foul ground and flips it into the seats. And we'll do it once again here. Next pitch will be number 9 of this at-bat between Zimmerman and Pascucci. Ducks enter today with a record of 13-5 here in the second half. They are in first place in the Liberty Division. They have a 4-game lead on the Bridgeport Bluefish, 6 up on Southern Maryland, and 6.5 up on the Riversharks. Camden 7-12 here in the second half, 31-58 overall. They have the worst record in the Atlantic League. So here comes a 3-2 once again. Third straight 3-2 pitch from Zimmerman. And the pitch, fourth straight, and it's popped up, foul behind the plate, and again back into the seats. And that will send the Campers racing to go try and get the baseball. Campers very loud here today. Nice to see a loud and enthusiastic crowd. Last 2 nights, crowd has been very quiet here in Camden, and light crowds, just over 2,000 both nights. So another 3-2 pitch upcoming. Here's the 10th pitch of the at-bat from Zimmerman to Pascucci. Right-hander ready. Here's the pitch. Runner doesn't go, and it's popped up in the air, foul first base side, and again back into the seats. Boy, Valentino Pascucci is really running up the pitch count of Bob Zimmerman early on. Zimmerman does not want to walk Pascucci. He keeps coming at him pretty much with fastball after fastball, and Pascucci just fighting it off to stay alive. Valdez leads again at first, and another 3-2. Runner goes. Pitch is swung and grounded. Left side in the hole. Shortstop line fields. The long throw to first is high. Navarrete tried to slap the tag. He couldn't. Ball got away briefly. Valdez rounds third, but he's going to hold on right there. That will likely be an infield single. And now runners at first and third with only 1 out, and that'll bring up Raul Padron. So Pascucci ends up winning the battle between he and Zimmerman, and he just beats out an infield single to short. Lines his throw. Had it been on target, it might have been in time, but Navarrete had to jump up, try and field, and slap the tag on Pascucci, and ball squirted out of his glove anyway. I don't think he would have had him. So runners now at first and third here on the infield hit. Each team now with 2 hits in the game. And here's the first baseman, Raul Padron, to bat from the left side. First pitch, and Padron will take just outside for ball 1. Padron hitting .297 on the year. 7 homers, 39 runs batted in. Pascucci has now been on base in 8 straight games. And this pitch swung on it, missed. Nice breaking ball down and away, and that'll even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Zimmerman will look for the ground ball double play here off the bat of Padron. Middle infielders at double play depth. Hall well off the line at third with the lefty hitter. 1-1. Swung on and ripped on the ground at first. Nice diving stop by Navarrete, but it goes off his glove. Phillips picks it up. Underhand toss to first in time for the out. Great play by P.J. Phillips. Run will score, though, and we are tied at 1 here in the bottom of the first inning. But a great play by Navarrete and Phillips to save a runner going to third on the play. That's going to end up being a 3-4-3 putout and an RBI ground out for Raul Padron. As the runner from third scores, that was Valdez, and going to second was Pascucci. But a great job by Navarrete to knock the ball down on a hard grounder to first, and then by Phillips to race over, pick it up, and with his glove underhand flip it to first for the putout. So for Padron, he picks up his 40th RBI of the season. Run scores, we're tied at 1. First pitch here to Dionis Cesar is on the outside corner for strike 1. And that ball gotten through Navarrete. Pascucci likely would have made it to third base on the play. And this pitch here, slider in for a strike, and it's 0-2. If Navarrete came up with it cleanly, he might have been able to step on first and go to second for the 3-6 reverse force. Not a really hard-hit ground ball by Padron, and not the easiest of plays for Navarrete, who is not accustomed to playing first base. 0-2, up and away. Count is 1-2. Navarrete by trade is a second baseman. He has also played many other positions in his Ducks career, but he has played first base a little bit of late, and more so this season. But usually the DH for Long Island. Now the 1-2 to Cesar. That's low. That count goes to 2-2. So far, Zimmerman has thrown 28 pitches here in the opening inning. Riversharks really making him work here early on and wanting to get his pitch count up. Zimmerman, a bulldog on the mound, usually will go well over 100 pitches if needed. And the 2-2 is swung on and line in the air to left center field, well hit. Going back is the left fielder Brodin, and on the run he is able to make the catch for the final out of the first inning. So the Ducks showing off a little bit of good defense here to save some further runs here in this bottom of the first. Camden does get a run on 2 hits, no errors, they leave 1. And we played 1 full here in Campbell's Field. It is the Ducks 1 and the Riversharks 1.
Hi, this is James Hauser, left-handed pitcher, and you're listening to the Ducks Baseball on Ducks' official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Now that Metrex is the official nutrition bar of the Long Island Ducks, they're fueling their powerful lineup with delicious high-quality protein to support lean muscle and strength. So that in 2013, the Long Island Ducks can have their best season ever. Uh-oh. Metrex, shaping every body.
Beautify your patio, walkway, driveway, or pool surround with Nicoloc paving stones and walls. Nicoloc's specially formulated paver shield offers extra surface wear protection and color enhancement throughout the thickness of the paver. Paver shield guarantees that your pavers will look great for years to come. Bring home the elegance with Nicoloc. Visit the Nicoloc Design Center, Sunrise Highway, Lindenhurst, or Nicoloc.com.
Let Nicoloc Paver, let Nicoloc Pavers pave your way.
We take this game to the top of the second inning, 1-1 Ducks and Riversharks here in the rubber game of a 3-game series. Time for the Ducks injury report, which is brought to you by Island Shore Physical Therapy, the official therapist of the Long Island Ducks. Well, Josh Barfield out of the lineup today. He was pulled in the 9th inning of yesterday's game. Dan Lyons pinch hit for him. The reason for that was earlier in the game he had fouled one off of his toe. And so Kevin Baez wanted to play a little bit precautionary with a 5-run lead in the 9th inning. He decided to take Barfield out of the game, but Barfield said he is okay and should just be a day-to-day thing. Very sure we'll probably see him back in the lineup over the weekend against the Bridgeport Bluefish. But with the day game after the night game, no need to rush him back out there. Matt Way on the active roster remains out. He is dealing with a shoulder injury, shoulder tightness, and out on the inactive list with a calf injury. He'll be out for a few weeks. That is Leo Rosales. Matt Way currently day-to-day. And it'll be Adam Bailey to lead off here in the 6th inning. Bailey, Navarrete, and Phillips 6, 7, and 8 in the order for Long Island. Michael Pollock here at a cloudy Campbell's Field, but no rain falling, and that is the good news. It has definitely cooled off a little bit. Humidity still a little bit elevated, but has gone down. And there was a little bit of a breeze earlier, now not much. First pitch here to Adam Bailey, who has been red hot of late. He takes a called strike, and the count 0-1. Bailey has improved his batting average to .268 on the season. He has hit safely in 5 straight games. 9 homers, 38 runs batted in. 0-1. And that is swung on and missed. Good fastball that time from Gorgon in the count 0-2. Bailey was one of the co-Nicolak players of the game yesterday along with Bill Murphy thanks to his 3-hit, 2 RBI, and 2-run scored performance. He was just a homer shy of the cycle last night. 0-2 pitch on the way from the windup. Gorgon deals, and Bailey takes way outside. And the count goes to 1-2. Ducks did not homer in last night's game. They had 1 home run here on Monday night, as Craig Binnick hit his 2nd of the season. Here comes a 1-2 pitch. It's on the way, and Bailey swings and fouls it back behind home plate, just off to our left, almost right here in the broadcast booth. And it hit to the left of our booth on the panel of the wall right in between us and the Riversharks radio booth. So the count now 1-2. Once again on Bailey, and the pitch is swung on and hit high in the air, deep down the right field line. Heading back into the corner is the right fielder Drennan. In the corner, he reaches up and makes the catch. Looked off the bat that ball had enough to get out, but it just seemed to keep tailing towards that foul pole. Wind has picked up going down the right field line, blowing out to that foul pole. That might have kept it in the ballpark. A nice running grab by Drennan, and that's the first out here in the 2nd inning. So Bailey just missing his 10th home run of the year, and with 1 out, that is going to bring up Ray Navarrete. Here's Navarrete batting from the right side. Gorgon looks for the sign. And the first pitch on the way is taken outside for ball 1. Navarrete, the first baseman and 7-hitter, at .244 on the year. 2 home runs, 22 runs batted in. And the 1-0. Gorgon deals. Low and outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Each team with a run in the opening inning. Each team with 2 hits as well. And the 2-0 on the way. That is dealt on the outside corner for a strike. And the count now 2-1. Ducks will head to Bridgeport after today's game. They'll open up a 4-game set tomorrow night at 7:05. 2-1. Swing and a miss. Navarrete way out in front of that breaking ball. And the count is 2-2. The Ducks and the Bluefish meeting for the final time this season in the 4-game series. All 20 of their games coming in the months of June and July. 2-2. Fastball is low and away. Blocked at home plate by Greco, and the count full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. This is Gorgon's 4th start of the year. He is 0-2 with a 6.94 ERA. 11 hits in 11 2/3 innings entering today. 7 walks to 10 strikeouts. 3-2. Up high and inside for ball 4. Good at bat there for Navarrete. 2nd walk of the game allowed by Gorgon. And it's a Municipal Credit Union walk with a purpose. Every time a Ducks batter walks, the Quackerjack Foundation wins. So, Navarrete is at first with 1 out, and that'll bring up the 8-hitter and 2nd baseman P.J. Phillips. Phillips is the Socrates Pizza K-man here today, and you can hear the campers all chanting pizza. The campers want some free pizza, and the first pitch to P.J. Phillips is swung on and missed for strike 1. Phillips was not the K-man yesterday, though he should have been, because everybody would have won a free pie if he was. He struck out 3 times in an 0-for-4 performance. And if he was the K-man yesterday, everybody in attendance would have won a free pie of pizza. 0-1. Breaking ball drops down low. That'll even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Phillips has struggled lately. He's hitting .226 now on the season. 4 home runs, 15 runs batted in. Navarrete leads at first with 1 out. And the 1-1. Swung on and hit in the air to right field shallow. Drennan racing in and towards the line, and on the run he is able to make the catch. And that is the second out here in the second inning. So Phillips flies out the opposite way with 2 out, and the runner at first here is Dan Lyons. Lyons is the shortstop and number 9 hitter for the Ducks here today. And it really has been a terrific start to the second half for the Ducks. Long Island missing out on the first half Liberty Division title for the first time since 2010 when they didn't make the playoffs. Southern Maryland winning that first half title. First pitch on the way here to Dan Lyons, and that is taken low and outside for ball 1. But the Ducks facing a lot of Liberty Division opponents here early on in the second half, the complete opposite of what was the case in the first half when they started with 27 straight against the Freedom Division. But the Ducks have jumped down to a 13-5 record, season high 8 games over 500. And they are trying to make it their 6th straight series win with a victory here today. 1-0, and Lyons takes outside. Quickly, 2 balls and no strikes on the Ducks' number 9 hitter, who's hitting .216 this season. Still looking for his first home run. He's driven in 18 runs. There is a called strike. Good pitch that time from the right-hander Gorgon, and the count goes to 2-1 on Lyons. 1-1 they score, top of the second inning. And the 2-1 pitch, swung on and missed. Big breaking ball diving down in the zone, and Lyons chased. So the count is 2-1. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Top of the second inning. Navarrete still the runner at first. He drew a walk earlier in the frame. And the 2-2 on the way from Scott Gorgon. Right-hander kicks and fires, and this is low and outside. It gets past the catcher Greco. Navarrete didn't go at first. Now he will go. And he will make it into second base safely. So the Ducks will get a runner in a scoring position here. And the count now 3-2 on Dan Lyons on what will most surely be a wild pitch thrown by Gorgon. That's not the only 11 o'clock game. There are 3 Camp Day games going on here today. Sugar Land is at Lancaster, Bridgeport at Southern Maryland, all 3 games at 11 o'clock. Get you some out-of-town score updates later on. (3-2) upcoming. Pitch on the way, and it is taken low and inside for ball 4. So good at bat for Dan Lyons, and he draws the walk here in the second inning. It's another Municipal Credit Union walk with a purpose. Every time a Ducks batter walks, the Quacker Jack Foundation wins. And the Ducks with runners at first and second, 2 out, and back to the top of the order for Joe Ashford-Ean. Not a big walk there for Dan Lyons. You always want to bring a guy like Brodeen with the way he has been hitting up to the plate with runners on base, and instead of him leading off the third inning with the bases empty, he gets a chance here with runners at first and second and 2 out. Let's see what he can do with it. Ready to go with Scott Gorgon. Runners take their leads. And now Gorgon will step off and go through the signs again with Greco. Brodeen, a ground rule double down the right field line and a run scored his first time up. He has now scored a run in 10 consecutive games. Leads the Atlantic League in the run department. And again, Greco and Gorgon having trouble going through the signs. So they're going to have a little conference on the mound. And the shortstop, Wilson Valdez, feels he needs to come in for the discussion as well. Brodeen, 65 runs on the season, 4 more than Somerset's Corey Smith, the All-Star Game MVP this year, who has 61. Brodeen is also tied for the Atlantic League lead in hits with 111. He and Bridgeport's Daniel Mayora each have 111. Conversation still going out on the mound, and Chase Edmondson's going to go out and try and break it up. Brodeen enters today third in the league in batting at .331, 5 points behind Jerry Owens of Lancaster, who was at .336, 13 points behind Somerset's Eddie Martinez Esteve, who was at .344. So Brodeen steps back in. Gorgan once again gets the sign, this time from Greco. And the first pitch on the way is taken low and inside for ball one. Last 10 games for Brodeen, he's hitting .325. 15 runs in those 10 games, 3 homers, 8 RBIs. He's 13 for 40 in that span. And here comes the 1-0 pitch from the Rivershark righty. Looks back to second a couple times, deals to the plate, and Brodeen will take inside for ball two. Gorgan has already walked 3 Ducks hitters over the first inning and 2/3 here today. He has not struck out a batter. He's thrown 43 pitches so far, just 24 of them for strikes. And Brodeen now with a good hitters count here at 2-0. Let's see if he swings away on the next pitch from Gorgan. Navarrete leads at second and Lyons at first with 2 out. And the 2-0 on the way. Swung on and hit high in the air, deep to right center field. Billy Rice, the center fielder, on the run. He's going to catch up to it, though, and make the grab. So Brodeen gives it a ride on 2-0, but Rice is able to make the catch and retire the side. So the Ducks threaten, do not score. No runs, no hits, a couple of walks, and 2 men left on base. And we go to the bottom of the second inning here in Camden, New Jersey, all tied at 1 apiece.
Hi, this is shortstop Dan Lyons. You can follow me on Twitter at @TheDannyLyons, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
This one is clocked. Deep left, Lyons. Going back is left fielder Peter Barrows. He's looking up. That ball will not leave its wingman. I feel the need for speed. Talk to me, Goose. Talk to me. It's no good. Talk to me. Hey, Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quacker Jack Foundation. Every time a Ducks hitter goes deep, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all the winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
This summer, LIPA can help you save big on a new central air conditioning system. With up to $1,000 in rebates and up to $500 in operating cost savings each year. And only a LIPA participating Cool Homes contractor can make sure you get all these savings, plus a quality installation for maximum comfort over the life of your system. Ready to save? We're ready to help. Visit lipower.org/coolhomes to make sure that your contractor is a LIPA Cool Homes contractor.
To the bottom of the second inning we go. 1-1 the score. Again, the Ducks will hit the road to Bridgeport. About a 3 or so hour drive, 3 to 4 hour drive after today's game. Depending on traffic, of course, and with the 11 a.m. game, you know the Ducks will be hitting some traffic in the New York City area right around rush hour. First pitch on the way here to D'Angelo Jimenez is taken for a strike from Bob Zimmerman in the count 0-1. Ducks will open a 4-game set tomorrow against the Bluefish. And it'll be left-hander Dontrell Willis taking the mound for Long Island. This pitch fouled off by Jimenez, third base side, and it's 0-2. Willis has the league's best ERA at 2.57. He's got a 5-4 record through 13 starts. He'll be opposed by the left-hander Miguel Martinez for the Bluefish. Again, the game will begin at 7:05 p.m. 0-2 is low. Count goes to 1-2. Pre-game show will begin at 6:50. Tom Felice will have the call from the ballpark at Harbor Yard. You can follow all the action where you're watching right now on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball, and on the Ducks official website as well, liducks.com. 1-2 is swung on and missed. Good off-speed pitch that time from Zimmerman. He earns his second strikeout of the day, and there's one away here in the second inning. Zimmerman struck out Yasser Gomez to start the bottom of the first, but gave up back-to-back singles and then an RBI groundout by Raul Padron. That tied the game at 1 apiece. So with 1 out and the base is empty, the right fielder and 7-hitter Johnny Drennan will come up to bat. First pitch on the way from Zim. And that is taken low for ball one. Last time out for Bob Zimmerman was against this same Rivershark team. Pitched 6 1/3 innings on July the 19th. 11 hits, 5 runs, all of them earned. 1 walk and 4 strikeouts. Took a no decision. 1-0. And misses low and inside. 2 balls and no strike. He was a hard luck loser with Zimmerman on July 14th at Bridgeport. Allowed just 2 runs on 5 hits in 7 innings before the bullpen imploded and gave up 4 more runs in a 6-0 loss. 2-0. And that is down low for ball 3 here to Johnny Drennan, who is hitting .205 on the year with 4 homers and 29 runs batted in. So you don't want to walk the light hitting Johnny Drennan here and then bring up Michael Greco, the catcher, with 1 on and 1 out. 3-0 pitch, and that's low and inside for ball 4. Goes all the way back to the backstop. So Zimmerman walked the first batter of the game. First time he's given up a walk here today. And there's a runner at first with nobody out after the 4-pitch walk to Drennan. First start of the year for Zimmerman was on July 5th against Bridgeport at Bethpage Ballpark. 5 innings of 2-hit, 1-run baseball. Did not walk a batter and struck out 3 in the Ducks' 3-2 victory. He picked up the win in that start. First 10 games, though, this season were out of the bullpen for Zimmerman, and he pitched well in that relief role. First pitch is in for a called strike to Michael Greco, and the count 0-1. Greco, the switch-hitting catcher, has played in 1 game for the Riversharks. He went 1 for 4 with an RBI this past weekend at Bethpage Ballpark. Gets the start here in the day game after the night game, and the 0-1. Swung on and missed late on the fastball, and the count 0-2. Greco started the year with Quebec in the Can-Am League. Played in 9 games before getting signed here by the Riversharks. 0-2 the count with 1 out and 1 on. Pitch on the way from Zimmerman, and it is swung on and missed for strike 3. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. And Greco down on 3 pitches. 3rd strikeout for Zimmerman, and there's 2 away here in the 2nd inning.
Center fielder number 9, Billy Rice.
Zimmerman looks dominant when he is attacking the zone, especially with his fastball, and it's very surprising when you see him walk a hitter on 4 pitches like he did to Johnny Drennan. But he gets the strikeout there, 2 men out. And that will bring up Billy Rice, the 9-hitter. He swings first pitch and lines it down the left field line, slicing foul and out of play. And the count is 0-1. Billy Rice on the season at .299. 2 home runs, 13 runs batted in. Zimmerman from the stretch. And the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball drops in for a strike, and the count quickly 0-2. So far, Zimmerman a much more efficient inning here in the 2nd. He's at 42 pitches right now for the game. Runner at first is Drennan. He drew a 4-pitch walk here. Strikeouts around him. And now the 0-2, a throw over to first to chase Drennan back to the bag. Drennan not really as much of a stolen base threat as some of the other guys in the lineup. He has not attempted a steal yet this year. Camden does have some good speed on this team. And the 0-2 to Rice is swung on and grounded up the first base line, foul. Down into the Rivershark bullpen. So the count remains at 0-2 here on Billy Rice. Trying to extend this inning. 1-1 the score. Ducks and the Riversharks, both teams scoring a single run in the opening inning. And Zimmerman's 0-2 once again is swung on and lifted foul, 3rd base side out of play. Breaking ball that time, and Rice was out in front of it. So we'll do it once again here at 0-2. Ducks going with the orange jerseys again here today. They were successful with them last night. They went with the grays on Monday night and lost 10-5. And here comes the 0-2. Fastball inside corner, a called strike 3. 4 strikeouts for Zimmerman through 2 innings, and he strikes out the side in the 2nd. We go to the top half of the 3rd inning here at Campbell's Field. 1-1 the score, Ducks and the Riversharks.
Hi, this is Josh Barfield, 2nd baseman for the Ducks, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hey Ducks fans, your recreation destination this year is The Rinks at Hidden Pond Park. The Rinks features 2 full-size ice rinks, a 97-acre summer day camp, a New York State licensed preschool academy, and a wide variety of birthday party options. Learn to skate, join one of many hockey leagues, swim in an Olympic-sized pool, and enjoy all the fun that The Rinks has to offer. Visit us today at 660 Terry Road in Hauppauge, or check us out online at therinks.com. The Rinks, your recreation destination.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Back here at Campbell's Field, we go to the top half of the third inning. 1-1 the score, Ducks and the Riversharks, and it is time for today's third inning trivia, which is brought to you by Carvel. Carvel celebrating more than 75 years of making people happy. Well, today's question go back to a little bit of baseball history. One of the memorable games. It happened 30 years ago today, on July the 24th, 1983. It is known as the Pine Tar game at Yankee Stadium. George Brett hit a 2-run home run that gave the Royals a 5-4 lead with 2 outs in the 9th inning. Yankees manager Billy Martin pointed out that the Pine Tar on George Brett's bat exceeded the 17 inches that were allowed in the rules, and as a result, Brett was called out for illegally hitting the ball, and the Yankees had won it 4-3. Or so they thought. First pitch here to Craig Binnick is swung and grounded here left side. The shortstop Valdez fields. The long throw to first is in time for the out, so Binnick is retired for the first out. Royals immediately protested that game. And eventually the American League president Lee McPhail overruled the umpires for the first time and said that while the rules should certainly be rewritten and clarified, the home run is going to stand and the game is going to be resumed from that point on August the 18th. The Royals ended up winning the game. So today's question, George Brett hit that Pine Tar game home run. Who was the pitcher for the Yankees that gave up the 2-run home run in the 9th inning of that game that gave the Royals a 5-4 win? So think back to 1983, 30 years ago today, which Yankee pitcher, it was a reliever, gave up the home run to George Brett. We'll give you the answer in the bottom half of the third inning. 1-1 the score, 1 out, base is empty, and that brings up Brian Nelson, who takes the first pitch low and outside for ball 1. So Binnick now 0 for 1 after he drew a walk his first time up. Nelson the DH and 3-hitter for the Ducks. And the 1-0 misses outside. 2 balls and no strikes on Nelson. He bounced one back to the mound his first at bat. That was back in the opening inning. Each team with 2 hits so far here today. 2-0. Nelson takes a breaking ball and it missed way upstairs for ball 3. So now Nelson heading to count 3 balls, no strikes. I am sure he will likely hold off from swinging here and try and draw the 4th walk of the game for the Ducks against Gorgon. 3-0, Nelson takes, and that hits the outside corner for a strike. Just caught a piece, and the count 3-1. Nelson has been swinging a hot bat of late for the Ducks. His last 10 games, he's a .333 hitter, .400 hitter in his last 5. 3-1.
Number 6, Bill Hall.
So with a runner at first and 1 man out, up to the plate steps Bill Hall, who has driven in the only run of the game for Long Island. An infield single to third back in the opening inning that scored Joe Ash Brodeen and gave the Ducks the early 1-0 lead. So Hall steps back in with a wide open stance at home plate. And the first pitch on the way here from Gorgon is taken on the outside corner for strike 1. Hall has been hot over the last 4 games, 7 for 17 with 4 RBIs and 4 runs scored, .412 batting average. And he's raised his average up to .282 entering today. Here comes an 0-1. Hall will swing and miss, chase the breaking ball down and away, and the count quickly 0-2. Hall yesterday, 2 hits in 3 at-bats. He had a couple singles, a couple runs scored, and a sac fly RBI. So another good day at the plate for Bill Hall yesterday. Trying to continue it here today. He's already driven in one and has a runner at first with one out here in the top of the third inning. 0-2 pitch upcoming from Scott Gorgon. Deals, and it is taken low and outside. Hall able to hold up on the fastball down and away. And the count goes to 1-2. Nice day for baseball here in Camden. Camp Day, many campers in attendance. You can see all the same colored shirts and the groups in attendance here today. And here comes a 1-2 pitch. It's on the way, and Hall swings and grounds one here to short. Valdez will field, flip to second for one, and the turn to first is offline. Hall is able to beat it out. Tag was never made by the first baseman, Raul Padron. So it'll be a 6-4 fielder's choice. Could have been 2 if the throw was on target. Now runner at first with 2 out for Long Island, and that'll bring up the catcher, Ramon Castro. Ducks won yesterday's game in pretty decisive fashion, but they had some trouble hitting into double plays. Navarrete and Phillips each hit into a 6-4-3 double play, and the Ducks had 2 strike him out, throw him out double plays that they had hit into as well. Hit/ran into. Still, the Ducks found a way to win the game, 7-3. And here is Ramon Castro. First pitch, and he takes 4 called strike, 0-1. Castro has already hit into a double play today, 6-4-3 in the first. And Hall almost hit into the same thing there. So it'll be an 0-1 here to the Ducks catcher. Hall leads at first with 2 out in the 0-1. Swung on and missed. A weak swing that time from Castro. Was way out in front of it. Good curveball that time from Gorgon. And the count quickly 0-2. So Castro will step back in. Hall will take his lead at first. And the 0-2 pitch on the way is outside for a ball. And that'll run the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Still a 1-1 game as we play here in the top of inning number 3. Final game of a 3-game series, third game of a 7-game road trip. Pitch on the way, and it is swung on and bounced over the mound towards second. D'Angelo Jimenez will pick it up. He's got plenty of time to throw out Castro at first. And the side is retired here in the third. No runs for the Ducks, no hits, a walk, and they leave 1 on base. We take this game to the bottom of the third inning here at Campbell's Field, all tied at 1 apiece.
Hi, this is pitcher Ian Snell, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on Ducks' official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Now that Metrex is the official nutrition bar of the Long Island Ducks, they're fueling their powerful lineup with delicious high-quality protein to support lean muscle and strength. So that in 2013, the Long Island Ducks can have their best season ever. Uh-oh. Metrex, shaping every body.
Amy Cornella, age 17.
Last year, 49 people a day died from a totally preventable national public health problem. 49 people a day were killed at the hands of drunk drivers. So the next time you're drinking and you're thinking about driving, ask yourself, do you really want to add to this list?
Elijah Anthony Michael Burrow Sealy, age 2 months.
Stay alive. Don't drink and drive. A message from Suffolk County Stop DWI.
Back here at Campbell's Field, we go to the bottom of the third inning. Time for the answer to today's third inning trivia, which is brought to you by Carvel. Carvel celebrating more than 75 years of making people happy. 30 years ago today, the memorable Pine Tar game at Yankee Stadium. George Brett hit a 2-run home run in the ninth inning to give the Royals a 5-4 lead. Yankees manager Billy Martin protesting that there was too much pine tar on the bat. As a result, Brett was called out. And the Yankees had a 4-3 win. Royals protested the game, and the call was overturned and said that the home run stood. And they ended up resuming the game. Who was the Yankee pitcher who gave up the 2-run home run to George Brett? And if you guessed Hall of Famer Rich Goose Gossage, you would be correct. The closer for the Ducks, Goose Gossage, giving up the 2-run home run to George Brett, the famous Pine Tar homer. in which the Royals ended up winning that game 5-4. 30 years ago today, that memorable game happened. So we take this game to the bottom half of the third inning. And leading things off will be the left fielder, Yasser Gomez, as the Riversharks begin their third trip through the batting order. Zimmerman struck out the side in the second inning. First pitch is taken low and inside for ball one by Gomez, who struck out back in the opening inning. One-0. That's popped in the air in a shallow left field. The shortstop, Dan Lyons, on the edge of the outfield grass, will make the catch. So Gomez is retired, and that's the first out here in the third inning. Take a look at some of the out-of-town scores here in this third inning as well. Last night, as we recap the scoreboard from last night, Somerset Patriots swept a doubleheader against the York Revolution, a day-night doubleheader. Game one was a 7-inning game. Patriots won it 8-7. The winning pitcher was Corey Smith, who improved to 1-0. Juan Rincon, the loss, fell to 1-6. Andy Marte hit his 17th homer of the year. Cody Johnson his 10th for York. And Corey Aldrich hit his 7th of the season for the Patriots. There's a called strike, good fastball. And the count is 0-1 to Wilson Valdez, who singled to right his first time up. Patriots won 9-2 in the second game of the doubleheader. That one was 9 innings. Eric Arneson, the complete game win to improve to 8-2. The losing pitcher was Rick Zagoni, who fell to 2-3. No save in that one. Matt Spencer is third of the year for York, and Adam Donahue is sixth home run of the season for Somerset. Valdez tried to bunt it there, and he bunted it way foul up the first baseline, and the count 0-2. Somerset with a doubleheader sweep yesterday. Sugarland Skeeters were in Lancaster yesterday to battle the Barnstormers. And it was the Barnstormers with a 5-4 win. Oh-2 from Zimmerman to Valdez. That's way upstairs for ball one. The winning pitcher in that one was Nate Reed out of the bullpen, improved to 2-3. Adam Miller, the reliever for Sugarland, took the loss to fall to 1-4. And Jason Urquidez earned his 19th save of the year. Ryan Harvey, his 17th home run of the year. Dylan Buller, his first. This one missed outside. I'll leave it up to count at 2 balls and 2 strikes on Valdez. And it was the Bridgeport Bluefish topping the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs 8-4 last night down in Waldorf, Maryland. 2-2 from Zimmerman to Valdez. That's way up and inside. Goes all the way to the backstop, and that runs the count full at 3-2. Hunter Jones got the win to improve to 4-9. Gabriel Hernandez, the loss, fell to 5-10. Daniel Mayor with his 6th home run of the season for Bridgeport. That's a recap of the out-of-town scoreboard yesterday. Now we'll look at some of the games going on today. After the 3-2 pitch here with 1 out and the bases empty to Wilson Valdez. Right-hander deals, and Valdez will swing and hit a ground ball towards the middle, and that gets through into center field for a base hit. So Wilson Valdez, who had 4 hits here on Monday night, has 2 hits and 2 at-bats here today. And the Riversharks with a runner at first and 1 out. They've had at least 1 on in every inning, and that'll bring up the number 3 hitter, Valentino Pascucci. In Southern Maryland today, it's again the Bridgeport Bluefish who are out on top. 3-2 the score. Bluefish over Southern Maryland in the bottom of the third inning. Mike Parisi, the starter for Bridgeport. Darrell Thompson, the starter for the Blue Crabs. Alexis Gomez has 2 RBIs for Bridgeport. Jose Julio Ruiz, 2 runs batted in for Southern Maryland. First pitch up coming here to Pascucci. And a throw over to first by Zimmerman to check on Valdez. Skeeters 4, Barnstormers 1, top of the 4th inning in Lancaster today. It's Greg Aquino, the starter for Sugarland. Lenny DiNardo, the starter for the Barnstormers. Gorecki, Scott, and Langerhans each have runs batted in for the Skeeters. Russell's driven in the only run for Lancaster. There's a fastball strike to Pascucci in the count 0-1. Pascucci reached on an infield single to short in his first at-bat. 0-1 pitch upcoming. Righty is ready, kicks and fires, and Pascucci swings and pops this one up foul, first base side out of play. Well back into the seats, and the count is 0-2. As for the Major League scoreboard last night, the Yankees rallied back in the 9th inning to win it 5-4 over the Texas Rangers. Jabba Chamberlain got the win to improve to 2-0. Joe Nathan, the loss, fell to 1-1. Mariano Rivera earned his 32nd save of the year. Mitch Moreland, his 14th home run of the season for the Rangers. Runner at first, one out here in the 0-2 upcoming from Zimmerman to Pascucci. Pitch on the way, and it is way up and inside, 1-2. New York Mets won at Citi Field, 4-1 over the Braves. Carlos Torres, the win improved to 1-1. Chris Medlin, the loss fell to 6-10. Bobby Parnell earned his 19th save of the year, and Simmons hit his 10th home run of the season for the Braves. Another throw over to first, and again Valdez is back safely. Zimmerman paying close attention to Valdez, who has 19 steals on the season. So it'll be a 1-ball, 2-strike pitch upcoming here to Pascucci. Zimmerman looks in for the sign once again. Pitch on the way, it's low and outside. Count goes to 2-2. Ducks pitchers have been able to get ahead in the count a lot of times on Pascucci, but have had a lot of trouble putting him away. Zimmerman was ahead 1-2 back in the opening inning, had to throw 10 pitches in the at-bat, and on the 11th pitch, Pascucci got the infield single. He's definitely the most feared hitter right now in this Camden lineup. 2-2. Up and inside for ball 3. And the count has gone from 0-2 to 3-2 on Pascucci. And Zimmerman in danger of putting runners at first and second here with one out. Zimmerman up to 58 pitches already here in today's ball game. 3-2 offering. Zimmerman deals. Runner goes, and the pitch is fouled off first base side. Pascucci continues to be pesky at the plate, fighting off some tough pitches. And the count's still full on the Rivershark DH. So here comes the 3-2 to Pascucci. Runner leads at first, and the payoff is in there. A called strike 3. Throw down to second base, not in time. Valdez is in safely. So Pascucci strikes out looking. Did not like the call from the home plate umpire Chase Edmondson. So Pascucci having an argument. That was a very good pitch there from Zimmerman. I don't know what the argument is about. But the stolen base successful for Valdez, his 20th of the season. And now runner at second base with 2 outs here in the 3rd inning. 5th strikeout of the game for Zimmerman. So Pascucci is arguing here, or argued with Edmondson, and now talking things over with Ron Karkovice in the dugout. And that was a pretty good pitch that time from Zimmerman, so I don't know what the discussion is about. First pitch upcoming here to Raul Padron with a runner at second and 2 away, and that misses up and outside for ball 1. Padron hit a hard grounder to first his first time up. It caromed off of the glove of Ray Navarrete to the second baseman Phillips, who underhand tossed it back to Navarrete for the 3-4-3 putout, but it was an RBI groundout that tied the game at 1. And we still stand at 1-1. 1-0 pitch is hit high in the air to right field for Adam Bailey. Camps under it, and he will make the catch. And a nice job by Zimmerman to work around the 1-out walk from Wilson Valdez. No runs, a hit, 1 man left on base. We'll take this game to the 4th here at Campbell's Field with the score all tied at 1 apiece.
Hi, this is pitcher Ian Snell, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Now that Metrex is the official new Long Island Ducks, they're fueling their powerful lineup with delicious high-quality protein to support lean muscle and strength. So that in 2013, the Long Island Ducks can have their best season ever. Uh-oh. Metrex, shaping every body.
Amy Cornella, age 17.
Last year, 49 people a day died from a totally preventable national public health problem. 49 people a day were killed at the hands of drunk drivers. So the next time you're drinking and you're thinking about driving, ask yourself, do you really want to add to this list?
Elijah Anthony Michael Burrow Sealy, age 2 months.
Stay alive. Don't drink and drive. A message from Suffolk County Stop DWI.
North Shore LIJ, Southside Hospital in Bayshore, is the healthcare heart of our community. We provide outstanding healthcare right here at home with centers of excellence in cardiology, orthopedics, neurosciences, women's health services, and much more. Experience counts, and North Shore LIJ Southside Hospital has been around for nearly a century of care. For more information, please call 631-968-3000 or visit us on the web at www.nslij.com.
We move to the top of the fourth inning here at Campbell's Field. The score all tied at 1 between the Long Island Ducks and the Camden Riversharks. Ducks will return home on Monday, July 29th. We'll open a 4-game series against the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Monday, July 29th at 7:05 p.m. It's Irish night at Bethpage Ballpark. And souvenir cups are going to go out to the first 1,500 fans, courtesy of Shannon Court. Tickets available for the July 29th game as well as every game during the Ducks' upcoming homestand, a 7-gamer. 4 against Southern Maryland, 3 against York, and you can get your tickets by visiting the Bethpage Ballpark box office, going online to liducks.com, or calling 631-940-TIXX. Say hello to all the folks in the Ducks ticket office, Brad, Benny, Chris, Anthony, and Sean. They will help you with all your ticket needs and get you some of the best seats in the house at the Duck Pond. First pitch to Adam Bailey is a fastball swung on and missed. For strike one as we go to the fourth. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors for the Ducks. So run on 3 hits and no errors for the Riversharks. Been a pitcher's duel early on here between Zimmerman and Gorgon. 0-1 from Gorgon. And Bailey swings and it's a high pop-up right side. Along the first base line going into foul territory is Padron. And on the warning track, Padron will make the catch. Wind seemed to push that ball a little bit as the wind has picked up here, blowing towards that right field line from left field. So 2 foul pop-outs by Adam Bailey today, and there's 1 away here in the fourth inning. This game early on certainly has the feel of an 11 o'clock game. Neither side has been able to do much offensively. They've gotten some runners on base, but both pitchers have seemed a little sluggish at points. Gorgon has walked 4 batters. Zimmerman has walked just 1 and has struck out 5, but he has given up 3 hits and has thrown a lot of pitches so far in this game. Zimmerman has thrown 62 pitches through 3 innings. First pitch from Navarrete is in for a called strike. And the count 0-1. Navarrete walked his first time up here. He taps one foul to the third base side of home plate. And Navarrete quickly behind in the count 0-2. Finishing up the out-of-town scoreboard tonight, Yankees will be in Texas once again. Game will begin at 8:05 p.m. It'll be Andy Pettit for the Yanks, 7-7, 4.47 ERA. And Matt Garza will make his Texas Rangers debut after he was traded to the Rangers by the Cubs earlier this week. 0-2 to Navarrete is low, 1-2. Mets will be at Citi Field again to take on the Braves. It'll be Jeremy Hefner for the Mets, 4-7 with a 3.93 ERA. Tim Hudson for the Braves, 7-7, 4.08 earned run average. Good pitching matchup there between Hudson and Hefner. Here's the 1-2 from Scott Gorgon from the line. He deals, and Navarrete checks his swing on a pitch diving down and away. That'll even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Gorgon is still looking for his first strikeout today. He's walked 4 to this point in the ball game and has thrown 64 pitches. Here comes the 2-2. Kicks, fires, and Navarrete swings and pops one up foul down the first base line. Twisting into the seats, and we'll do it again at 2-2. Michael Pollock here with you in Camden, New Jersey, bringing you the final game of this 3-game series between the Ducks and the Riversharks. Ducks will visit Camden one more time this season in mid-August. And the 2-2 on the way to Navarrete is swung on and missed for strike 3, and there is strikeout number 1 for Gorgon. Off-speed pitch thrown by Navarrete. And there's 2 away here with the bases empty in the 4th. Ducks are still looking for their first hit since the opening inning. Ducks got 2 hits in the first inning, but Ramon Castro's double play ground out prevented Long Island from scoring anything further. Since then, Ducks have drawn 3 walks, but no hits and no runs. P.J. Phillips comes to the plate. He is the K-man here today. First pitch swung on and missed as Phillips chased down and away, and the count is 0-1. Phillips flied to right in his first at bat. He's been struggling of late at the plate, and here he takes downstairs to even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Phillips in his last 6 games is just 1 for 19 with a couple runs scored. A 1-1. He's up and away for ball 2. Yesterday, Phillips was 0 for 4 with a double play ground out and 3 strikeouts. He was 0 for 4 as well on Monday here. Kevin Byes giving some of his regulars some rest here in this series. 2-1. Phillips takes a called strike on the outside corner, and that evens up the count at 2-2. So some guys getting some rest here. I'm sure we'll see most of the regulars in the lineup throughout the course of the series against Bridgeport. 2-2, swinging a line drive in a right field, well hit. Going back is the right fielder Drennan on the run. He was able to make the catch. And a 1-2-3 fourth inning for Scott Gorgon. Good swing that time by Phillips. He made good contact, but Drennan was able to catch up to it. We'll take this game to the bottom of the fourth inning. We are still tied at 1 apiece.
Hi, this is pitcher John Brownell, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Northeast Facility Supplies is the official janitorial supplier of the Long Island Ducks, serving all of Long Island, both North and South Fork locations to better serve you. We're located in Ronkonkoma and have a complete range of janitorial supplies for all your facilities' needs. Whether it's paper, plastics, chemicals, machinery, or equipment, no business is ever too big or too small for us. Don't forget to ask about our price match guarantee. Visit us on the web at www.nefaci.com or give us a call at 631-563-8119.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the Hebrew National Picnic Area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owls party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as a color guard, be the Nicolak Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, display your group's artwork, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-DUCK and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks baseball. It's game time.
Bottom of the fourth inning, fans. Now you can enjoy the taste of the Australian Outback at discounted prices just by attending Ducks games on Fridays at Bethpage Ballpark. During every Friday home game, Ducks staff members will be handing out coupons for $5 off at the purchase of 2 lunch entrees at Outback Steakhouse. And whether you're enjoying one of their delicious USDA choice steaks or one of many Aussie-tizers, Outback takes great pride in serving the freshest and highest quality foods possible. They're now open on Saturday and Sunday for lunch beginning at 11 o'clock a.m. First pitch to Dionis Cesar is a strike, and you can join them every Wednesday as well for No Worries Wednesday with a complete meal for 2 starting at just $25. At Outback, it's all about the quality and all about the food. 1-1 game here between the Ducks and the Riversharks as we go to the bottom of the fourth. Dionis Cesar leading off. Zimmerman waiting patiently as he adjusts his batting glove in the box. And here comes the 0-1 pitch from Zimmerman. It is swung on and grounded foul up the first base line to the Riversharks dugout. And the count is quickly 0-2. Cesar flied to left in his first at-bat back in the opening inning. Gave it a ride to left center, but Joe Ashbrodeen was able to make the catch. 0-2 pitch on the way from Zimmerman. And Cesar hits a ground ball to short for Dan Lyons. Stays down on the baseball and throws to Navarrete at first for the putout. And there's one away here in the fourth inning. So far, Camden has 3 hits in the game, all singles. They have drawn 1 walk as well. Zimmerman has struck out 5. It's been all about the pitching so far. Ducks have just 2 hits and 4 walks in the game. They've struck out just once. So up to the plate is D'Angelo Jimenez, second baseman and 6-hitter for the Riversharks. Switch hitter batting left-handed. And the first pitch on the way is taken a bit high. And the count 1-0. Jimenez struck out back in the second inning, and he has been struggling of late, averaged down to 198 entering today. This pitch misses inside, and Zimmerman upset with himself as he's fallen behind 2-0. Jimenez over his last 8 games is hitting just 107, 3 for 28 in that span. 2-0 pitch, and that misses outside, so Zimmerman has fallen behind Jimenez, who is hitting below 200 this year, 3-0. And in danger of walking his second of the game. And the 3-0 pitch, that is dealt inside. Oh, that looked like a pretty good pitch. I don't know where that one missed. Castro, I think, was curious as to where that one missed as well, but it is ball 4. And the second walk allowed by Zimmerman, and a runner at first with 1 man out here in the fourth inning. Looked like Zimmerman painted the outside corner with a fastball there. I think he and Castro wanted that one as a strike, but did not get it. And in the count, 0-1. First action here for Drennan in this series. Runner goes, and the 0-1 is taken low and inside for ball one. No throw down a second, an easy stolen base there for D'Angelo Jimenez. Picked the right pitch to steal on there. And from Jimenez, he has now picked up stolen base number 5 on the season. He is 5 of 7 in that department. Drennan last played on Sunday when he went 0 for 4 at the plate with a run batted in. And here taking a strike over the inside corner was Drennan, and the count is quickly 1-2. Riversharks trying to take their first lead of the game. Ducks had a 1-0 lead in the first. Riversharks tied it in the bottom of the inning, and that's where we stand right now, 1-1. 1-2 offering on the way from Zimmerman. Jimenez leads at second, and the pitch from Zimmerman is swung on and tapped foul third base side right into the Ducks dugout. And then it caroms back out onto the field. So we'll do it once again at 1-2. Zimmerman ready from the stretch, looks back to second, deals to the plate, and that's hit on the ground towards the middle. That is going to sneak through for a base hit. Jimenez around third, he will come home to score. It's an RBI single to center field for Johnny Drennan, and the Riversharks have their first lead of the day. They are on top 2-1. So give Drennan a hit and a run batted in, 4th hit of the game for the Riversharks, his 30th RBI of the season. And Zimmerman's 4-pitch walk to D'Angelo Jimenez, who was hitting below 200, not helping him here in the inning. He then allowed a stolen base and then the Drennan RBI single. And so some of the light hitters for the Riversharks doing damage against Zimmerman here today. And it's now a 2-1 Camden lead. That'll bring up the catcher and 8-hitter Michael Greco. First pitch, and Greco will take a fastball upstairs for ball one. Zimmerman now 75 pitches on the day, and we are just here in the 4th inning. Looking for the ground ball double play to get out of the inning. Turning the throw over to first, and back safely is Drennan. Again, Johnny Drennan not really much of a stolen base threat this year. Greco struck out swinging back in inning number 2. Riversharks now lead by 1 here in the rubber game of this 3-game set. And a 1-0. Swung on and popped up foul third base side into the seats. And that'll even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Greco, a switch hitting catcher just like Ralph Henriquez. 9 games this season with Quebec before coming here to the Riversharks. It's just his 2nd game. Drennan leads with 1 out at first base. And the 1-1 swung on and popped in the air in a shallow left field. Foul territory third baseman Bill Hall calling off everybody and making the catch. So that is the 2nd out of the inning. As Greco retired for the 2nd time today, and with 2 away and a runner still at first, that'll bring up the 9-hitter, center fielder Billy Rice.
Center fielder number 9, Billy Rice.
So 2 men out for the Riversharks here in the 4th inning. They have taken the lead. And up to Rice leads, now another throw over, and back safely is the right fielder Johnny Drennan. Zimmerman paying a lot of attention to the base runner. Camden has already picked up a few steals here in this game against them. 2 to be specific. First pitch here misses inside for ball 1 to Rice. And the count 1-0. And tomorrow for the Ducks, it's lefty Dontrell Willis against lefty Miguel Martinez, a matchup of southpaws at the ballpark at Harbor Yard in Bridgeport, Connecticut. 7:05 game between the crosstown rivals. 1-0 coming here to Rice, and the pitch is way inside again. And Zimmerman has fallen behind here, 2-0. This is Zimmerman's 3rd year with the Ducks. last season was 6-10 with a 4.32 ERA during the regular season. Struggled in the playoffs in 2 starts. Took a loss in one of the 2 starts. And here Rice lines one deep but fouled down the left field line to even the count at 2-1. In 2011, almost all out of the bullpen for Zimmerman. He was 2-2 with a 4.41 ERA, 31 games and 5 starts. And in the playoffs in 2 starts, he was 1-0 with a 3.18 ERA. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, 2-1 Camden lead, bottom of the 4th inning. And here Rice hits one high in the air, deep to right center field. Long run back for Bailey. Still on the run. He's not going to get it. This is in the gap. On his way to third and rounding third is Drennan. He is going to come home to score. Going for third base and sliding in safely with an RBI triple is Billy Rice. And it is now 3-1 Camden here in the bottom of the 4th inning. So the Riversharks doing some damage here against Bob Zimmerman. In the 4th, a walk, a single, and a triple. And the Riversharks have 2 runs on the board, and they now lead it by a count of 3-1. For Billy Rice, it's his first triple of the year, 15th 3-bagger of the season for Camden. And back to the top of the order we go for Yasser Gomez. First pitch here, misses for ball 1. And Zimmerman's pitch count continuing to elevate here in this game. Definitely doesn't seem to have his best stuff, and laboring here against the bottom of the order for Camden in this 4th inning. There's a called strike, and the count even up at 1-1 on Gomez, who was 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a pop out to short. 1-1. I missed up and away. And the count now 2 balls and a strike on Gomez. Zimmerman starting to fall behind and counts a little bit here in this inning. Definitely makes it tougher to get hitters out when you're behind. And the 2-1 to Gomez. Swung on and popped up in the air. Foul territory, third base side. This is going to be back into the seats behind the Ducks dugout. And that'll even up the count at 2-2. Zimmerman 1 strike away from getting out of further trouble here in the 4th inning. Riversharks now with 5 hits in the game, and they lead the Ducks 3-1. No action yet for the Ducks in their bullpen. Kevin Byers does not want to have to go to his bullpen this early in the game, hoping for at least 6 out of Zimmerman. Here's a 2-2. And Gomez will ground it to second for P.J. Phillips, who will throw over to first for the putout. And the side retired here in the 4th. But not before the Riversharks get 2 runs on 2 hits and a walk. No runs and 1 left on base. No errors, and 1 left on base. We go to the 5th here at Campbell's Field. It's now the Riversharks leading the Ducks by a count of 3-1.
Hi, this is Bryant Nelson, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on Ducks Baseball official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
This one is clocked. Deep left field by Dan Lyons. Going back is left fielder Peter Barrows. He's looking up. That ball will not leave its wingman. I feel the need for speed.
Talk to me, Goose. Talk to me. No good. Talk to me.
Hey, Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quacker Jack Foundation. Every time a Ducks hitter goes deep, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all the winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Beautify your patio, walkway, driveway, or pool surround with Nicolac paving stones and walls. Nicolac's specially formulated paver shield offers extra surface wear protection and color enhancement throughout the thickness of the paver. Paver shield guarantees that your pavers will look great for years to come. Bring home the elegance with Nicolac. Visit the Nicolac Design Center, Sunrise Highway, Lindenhurst, or Nicolac.com.
Let Nicolac Pavers pave your way.
To the 5th inning we go. Ducks fans, don't forget to stop by the Waddle Lynch shop on your next visit to Bethpage Ballpark, where exclusive, hard-to-find Ducks memorabilia is now on sale. Proceeds benefit the Quacker Jack Foundation, the charitable arm of the Long Island Ducks. Riversharks have taken a 3-1 lead as we take this game to the top half, of inning number 5. And for the Ducks, it'll be 9-1-2 in their order. It will be Dan Lyons, followed by Joash Brodeen and Craig Binnick. Josh Barfield usually in the number 2 spot, but he's getting the day off here today from Kevin Baez. So here is Lyons to the plate. Drew a walk his first time up back in the second inning. And the first pitch on the way here from Scott Gorgon misses low for ball 1. Gorgon has allowed just 2 hits through the first 4 innings, has walked 4 batters. The Ducks still looking for their first hit since the opening inning and need to find a way to rebound after Zimmerman gave up 2 runs in the bottom of the 4th. 1-0. Lyons takes outside corner for a strike, and that evens up the count at 1-1. Final game of 7 straight games between these two teams. 1-1. Swung on and ripped on the ground to third. Nice backhanded pick out of the dirt by Cesar, and his throw to first is on target for the out. So Lyons is retired on the grounder to third, and there's one away here in the 5th. Second time in a span of a month that the Ducks have played 7-game series against opponents. They face the Patriots in Bridgewater, New Jersey, June 28th through July the 1st. Patriots won 3 of 4 there. And then July 2nd through the 4th at Bethpage Ballpark, Ducks took 2 of 3. And again over the weekend at Bethpage Ballpark, Ducks took 3 of 4 from the Riversharks. And now here, teams have split the first 2 games with Camden leading 3-1 here in the rubber game. Back to the top of the order for Joash Brodeen here in the 5th. And the first pitch, Brodeen squares the bunt, and he bunts it up the third base line foul. So Brodeen trying to bunt his way on here in the 5th inning with the third baseman back. And the count is 0-1. Brodeen, a ground rule double down the right field line in the first inning, then scored. A run for a 10th straight game, then fly to center in the second. A deep drive to right center field with runners at first and second with 2 out. But Billy Rice made the catch. 0-1. Brodeen takes, and that's low. That evens up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Slow-moving game here on this Wednesday. 3-1 Riversharks lead, the 1-1. Swung on and missed. Brodeen way out in front of the changeup. And the count goes to 1-2. One-two pitch. Brodeen swings away again, chops it past the mound towards second. Jimenez will field and throw to first for the putout. So Brodeen retired. And there's 2 away here in the 5th on a pair of groundouts by the Ducks. The Riversharks hurting the Ducks so far in this game with the bottom of their order. Ducks again struggling here offensively against Scott Gorgon after they got 2 hits and a run in the opening inning. Have not been able to get much going since, except for 3 walks. Now with 2 out here in the 5th, that'll bring up the center fielder, Craig Binnick. First pitch here to Binnick. Misses low and inside. And the count 1-0. Binnick so far today has drawn a walk and grounded to short in his 2 plate appearances. Here he takes low and outside on a breaking ball, and now ahead in the count 2-0 on Gorgon. Binnick had a solo home run to left field here in his first at bat on Monday night in the Riversharks 10-5 win. Here comes a 2-0 pitch. Gorgon from the line deals, and Binnick will check his swing and take low for ball 3. Binnick trying to work his way on here and extend the 5th inning and bring Brian Nelson to the plate. 3-0 upcoming from Gorgon. Binnick will likely take all the way, and the pitch is downstairs for ball 4. So the Ducks have drawn their 5th walk of the day. It's another Municipal Credit Union walk with a purpose. Every time a Ducks batter walks, the Quacker Jack Foundation wins. 2nd walk of the day for Binnick. And with 2 out and a runner at first, up steps Brian Nelson. So here is Nelson to the plate. Nelson bats from the left side. 0 for 1 with a walk today. And the first pitch from Gorgon to Nelson is downstairs, 5th straight out of the strike zone, and the count 1-0. Nelson has been hot of late at the plate. Yesterday, he was 2 for 5 with a run scored. And the 1-0 from Gorgon. Taken again, and again it misses. And it's now 2 balls and no strikes. Riversharks with a 3-1 lead here in the top of inning number 5. Ducks with the tying run at the plate in Brian Nelson. Binnick has excellent speed at first. He takes his lead. And here comes a 2-0 pitch. Nelson will take, and that misses low and inside. And it's 7 straight balls from Scott Gorgon. The count has gone to 3-0. Ron Karkovice of the Riversharks is very upset with the strike zone here from home plate umpire Chase Edmondson, wondering how those pitches are not strikes. And now a 3-0 upcoming to Nelson. Right-hander deals, and Nelson will take, and it is in there for a strike on the outside corner. So the count goes to 3-1, and that ends a streak of 7 straight balls from Scott Gorgon. Now with 1 strike, I'm sure Nelson will be ready to swing away. Binnick leads at first. And the 3-1 pitch, that missed upstairs for ball 4. Back-to-back 2-out walks by Scott Gorgon, who has now walked 6 in the game. That's another Municipal Credit Union walk with a purpose. Every time a Ducks batter walks, the Quacker Jack Foundation wins. So we'll see if Long Island can take advantage of the right-hander who has lost the strike zone a little bit here in the 5th inning. He has walked 6 in the game. And the Ducks with runners at first and second and 2 men out. Ron Karkovice, the manager of the Riversharks, is going to go out here and have a quick chat with Gorgon to try and calm him down, try and tell him don't let the strike zone from the umpire affect you here. You just got to go out, pound the zone, and find a way to retire some of these Ducks hitters. And now you've got the free swinging Bill Hall coming to the plate here. Umpire Chase Edmondson comes out to the mound to talk things over and try and break up the conversation. Karkovice, you can tell, is upset with the strike zone from Edmondson, and Karkovice, as he's walking back to the dugout, having some words with Edmondson here. Gorgon hasn't been close with a lot of these pitches. He has seemed to be missing the strike zone fairly consistently, so Karkovice isn't happy with the strike zone, but it hasn't been too bad so far here in this game with a lot of close pitches not being called. So runners at first and second here with 2 men out. Tying runs on base for the Ducks. Go ahead run at the plate in Bill Hall. And Gorgon's first pitch to Hall is a breaking ball that jumps in for a strike. And the count 0-1. Hall has been a very good hitter this season with runners in scoring position. This season, Hall has a .409 average with runners in scoring position, 3 homers and 26 runs batted in. .286 hitter with runners in scoring position and 2 away. 0-1. Way outside. Nice job by Greco to grab the baseball and not let it go back to the backstop. And that'll even up the count at 1-1. So the right-hander for Camden has walked Binnick and Nelson twice in this game. 6 total walks to just 1 strikeout. And it'll be a 1-ball, 1-strike pitch upcoming here to Hall. Gorgon looks back to Binnick at second, the 1-1. Swung on and ripped on the ground on the left side. Cesar, the third baseman, will field and go to second for the force. And the side is retired. So again, the Ducks threaten. But again, they are not able to score a run. No runs, again, no hits. And 2 more left on base. Ducks have left 6 on through the first 5 innings. And we go to the bottom half of inning number 5. 3-1, Riversharks in front.
Hi, this is pitcher Matt Way, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Mr. Savemore, it's happening again. I know our electric costs went down after all that new lighting you did through LIPA's lighting retrofit program, But this month's bill is even lower. Should I contact LIPA this time?
No, Millie. There's still nothing wrong with our LIPA bill. This time I took advantage of LIPA's AC retrofit program. Our central air system was, let's say, not too efficient anymore. You remember last summer. With LIPA's AC retrofit program, I replaced all our units, here in our offices, in our warehouse, and our showroom. With LIPA's increased rebates and lower cooling costs every summer, our new AC systems will pay for themselves in just a few years.
Oh, Mr. Save More, you did it again! You save more!
LIPA's commercial AC retrofit program can reduce your cooling costs by up to 30%. Over time, that can mean thousands. Call 1-800-692-2626 or visit lipower.org/retrofit. LIPA, we're working for you.
Few places on earth offer the charm and excitement of Fire Island. At Fire Island Ferries, located conveniently at 99 Maple Avenue in Bay Shore, they offer convenient travel to Fire Island 7 days a week. Fire Island is quickly becoming a top destination for families of all ages. Experience the informal, carefree communities, the dazzling night scene, enjoy fine dining, or climb to the top of one of the tallest lighthouses in the United States. But there's only one way to get there, by calling Fire Island Ferries at 631-665-3600 today. For fare and scheduling information, please visit fireislandferries.com.
Bottom of inning number 5 here in Camden. Riversharks still in front of the Ducks by a count of 3-1. Ducks still looking for their first hit since the opening inning. They got 2 hits in a run. Offense has kind of gone by the wayside since then. They've drawn 5 walks since that first inning, but have not been able to push any runs across the board as Scott Corrigan has gotten out of some trouble. So we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. It'll be 2, 3, and 4 for the Riversharks. First pitch from Zimmerman to Wilson. Valdez is taken for a called strike on the outside corner. And the count 0-1. Zimmerman has struck out 5 in this game. He has walked 2. But a big 2-run 4th inning, thanks to an RBI single by Johnny Drennan and an RBI triple by Billy Rice, have given the Riversharks a lead. And this one misses up and inside. That'll even up the count at 1-1. Valdez today 2 for 2 with 2 singles, a stolen base, and a run scored. And he takes up high here from Zimmerman. Run the count to 2-1. No action for the Ducks in their bullpen yet. Zimmerman's pitch count has elevated here quickly in the game. He's already at 89 as we begin the 5th. And the 2-1, swung on and grounded here to third. Bill Hall moves to his right. Fields throws across in time for the out. So Valdez is retired, and there's one away. First time Valdez has been set down here in this game. And with one away, that is going to bring up Valentino Pascucci.
Designated hitter number 29, Valentino Pascucci.
Pascucci, the designated hitter and 3-hitter for the Riversharks, 1 for 2 here in today's game. First pitch on the way from Zimmerman, and Pascucci will take outside for ball 1. Pascucci reached on an infield single to short back in the opening inning, was stranded at second. He struck out looking in the 3rd. And this pitch just misses the outside corner to run the count to 2-0. Gray clouds overhead. Not promising skies, but no rain in the forecast for today. And a 2-0. Swung on and ripped in the air to left center field. Long run over for Craig Bennick. He's not going to get it. It drops in a base hit. Second hit of the day for Valentino Pascucci. And the 6th for the Riversharks. And that'll bring up Raul Padron with a runner at first and 1 away. Pascucci continuing to do well here against the Long Island Ducks. Pascucci so far this season against Long Island, entering today, .450 average, 9 for 20 with 4 homers and 10 runs batted in. And he's already got 2 hits here today and 3 at-bats. So the runner at first, 1 out here is Raul Padron, who was 0 for 2. From the stretch, Zimmerman deals, and Padron grounds one to first. Navarrete field, steps on first base, throws to the shortstop Lyons, who will apply the tag to Pascucci, and a 3-6 reverse force double play gets the Ducks out of some potential trouble here in the 5th. So no runs, 1 hit, and nobody left on because of the twin killing. We take this game to the 6th here at Campbell's Field. It's 3-1 Camden.
Hi, this is Adam Bailey, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hi, I'm former Major Leaguer John Franco. Growing up in Brooklyn, I dreamed of playing professional baseball. My dad, a city employee, worked hard so I could live out that dream. The team at MCU is a lot like my dad. They're New Yorkers you can count on, and they'll work hard to help you reach your financial goals.
Municipal Credit Union has a full range of financial services that make sense in today's economy. Join today. Call 1-866-JOIN-MCU or visit nymcu.org.
MCU, strong, trusted, growing.
Hey, Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Clarion Hotel and Conference Center in Ronkonkoma. Uncover the perfect balance of memorable, award-winning service and the most central location Long Island has to offer. The Clarion Hotel and Conference Center is located less than a quarter mile from the Islip MacArthur Airport with a state-of-the-art health and fitness center, high-speed internet access, a world-class outdoor pool, and the great food and fun inside the Brickyard Bar and Grill. There's never been a better time to visit the Clarion Hotel and Conference Center. Best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Clarion Hotel and Conference Center, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 585-9500 today. That's 631-585-9500.
Back here at Campbell's Field, we go to the top of the 6th inning. Riversharks have a 3-1 lead over the Long Island Ducks, and Ducks fans follow all season long as the Long Island Ducks try and meet the Chappies Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 home runs, Chappies Funeral Homes will donate $5,000 to the Quacker Jack Foundation. Chappies Funeral Homes, where caring for others is our family tradition. So the Ducks trail by 2. Offense looking to get something going against the righty Scott Gorgon, who has settled down nicely since the first inning. He has walked 5 batters since the opening inning, 6 walks total for the game, compared to just 1 strikeout. But the Ducks have not gotten a hit since the first inning and have just 2 for the game, and they trail 3-1. It's the rubber game of a 3-game set. Ducks looking for their 6th consecutive series win. And here is Ramon Castro to lead off. First pitch on the way, and Castro will take a called strike. And the count 0-1. Castro 0 for 2 thus far. He has grounded into a 6-4-3 double play and grounded out to second in his 2 at-bats. 0-1. Fastball misses low and outside, and the count even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Castro did not play yesterday. Had a good game here on Monday when he was 2 for 4 with the double and 2 RBIs. Here he hits a high pop-up foul upstairs and off to our right behind home plate. Count goes to 1-2. This was the site of the 2012 Atlantic League All-Star Game a year ago. And the Freedom Division defeated the Liberty Division. Phelan Lantini of Lancaster was named the most valuable player of the All-Star Game. Here's the 1-2. And that's a line in the air to left center field, well hit, and this is going to get down and into the gap, and it's going to roll all the way to the wall. Castro around first, chugging into second base, and he will stop right there as Billy Rice fires back in. And a good start for the Ducks in the 6th. A leadoff double to left center field by Ramon Castro, and that is double number 8 on the year, 2nd of the series for Ramon. So for the Ducks, their first hit since the RBI infield single by Bill Hall back in the first inning. Sean Brownell was heading out towards second base. Brownell was coaching over at first. He ran out there to try and see if Castro needed to give his batting gloves or anything to Brownell, and Castro waved them off. Castro does not run all that well, so he had to chug his way to second base there on the double to left center. So here's Adam Bailey with the bases, runner at second, and nobody out. Bailey hits from the left side against Gorgon. And the first pitch is taken on the outside corner for strike 1. Bailey 0 for 2 today. He's popped up foul down the right field line, nearly hit a solo home run back in the second inning, and popped out foul the first. He has led off an inning both times he has come to the plate so far, now with a chance to drive in a run. 0-1 upcoming. Gorgon deals, and Bailey will take outside for ball 1. Yesterday, Bailey, a 3 for 4 day. He had a single, a double, a triple, drove in 2 runs and scored 2 runs. He was 2 for 4 here on Monday night with an RBI and a run scored. He has tripled in each of the last 2 games. And it'll be a 1-1 pitch upcoming here to the right fielder for Long Island. Here's the pitch, and Bailey swings and lines this one down the left field line, foul. Into the seats, and the count goes to 1-2. One and two the count on the lefty swinging Adam Bailey. Gorgon a long look in for the sign from Greco. Now he has the pitch he likes. And here comes the 1-2. Bailey will swing and hit a foul pop, third base side, again into the seats. So the count stays put at 1-2. Bailey has been hot as the plate of late. Entering today, he had increased his average up to 268. Bailey hitting 375 in his last 10 games, 476 in his last 5. Runner at second, no one out. And a 1-2 to Bailey. Swung on and fouled over the screen and behind home plate. So Bailey fighting off some tough pitches from Gorgon to stay alive. And the count remains 1-2. So the Ducks trying to make Gorgon work a little bit here in the 6th inning. Ducks trying to come back. They trail 3-1. Ducks have been kings of the comeback over the weekend against the Riversharks. Trying to do so here today. 1-2. Swinging a high pop-up foul behind the plate. And that is going to be back into the crowd, and it nearly hits Finley, the mascot of the Riversharks, behind home plate. He is saying hello to a lot of the campers on the lower concourse here, and that ball landed a couple rows in front of him, and he nearly got hit with the foul ball. So Bailey has found off 3 pitches here with a count of 1-2. Castro remains at second as he led off the inning with a double. And a 1-2 pitch once again from Gorgon to Bailey. Right-hander looks to second, deals to the plate, and Bailey takes up and away for ball 2. And now Michael Greco wants to go have a quick chat with the right-hander Gorgon, try and talk about pitch selection here. It looks like the Riversharks are going to start to get some action going in their bullpen as well down the right field line, or at least start to get a couple guys loose. Looks like Armando Gabino has grabbed a glove and a baseball and will head down the right field line. Gorgon at this point has thrown a total of 101 pitches. So this probably will be his last inning if he can make it through. Armando Gabino beginning to toss down the right field line for Camden. No action yet for the Ducks. Zimmerman will likely come back out for the bottom of this 6th inning. Castro still at second, nobody out, and a 2-2 pitch upcoming from Gorgon to Bailey. Right-hander is set. And the pitch on the way is swung and hit high in the air to deep right center field. Billy Rice going over will camp under it. And he's going to make the catch. Castro tagging. He's going to go for third here, and the throw comes into third base in plenty of time for the out. I am not sure what Ramon Castro is thinking there. He does not run well at all. And that wasn't that deep of a fly ball. Looked deeper off the bat, but he decided to go to third base there on the fly out, and Castro was thrown out by plenty. So a base running blunder there for the Ducks. They try to get too aggressive, down by 2 runs in this game, and now all of a sudden the bases are empty with 2 men out. It goes 8-5 on the putout as Billy Rice throws out Castro going to third. So the 2 away and the base is empty. Up will step Ray Navarrete. And the first pitch here to Navarrete is taken for a called strike, 0-1. So Bailey flies to center. The out at third, 8-5, and the 0-1 to Navarrete here is low. Count even up at 1-1. Navarrete has walked, advanced to second on a wild pitch in the second, but was stranded there. He struck out swinging in the 4th. The only strikeout for Gorgon on the day. 1-1. Navarrete swings and taps one weakly here towards second. D'Angelo Jimenez charges. He fields. The backhand flip to first is in time to get Navarrete out. And the side retires. So the leadoff double goes to waste for the Ducks. No runs a hit, nobody left on base, and we go to the bottom of the sixth. Riversharks still on top of the Ducks, 3-1.
Hi, this is pitcher Bill Murphy. You're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Want to know what happy tastes like? Well, treat your taste buds to Carvel's new Iceberg and Carvelatte beverages. A Carvel Iceberg starts with your favorite soda, like Coke, Fanta Orange, and Barks Root Beer. Blend in ice and vanilla flavoring. It's then topped off with Carvel's famous soft serve ice cream. And try a new Carvelatte, a dynamite mixture of coffee and hazelnut or Irish cream flavor, blended with ice and topped off with whipped cream and crunchies. New Carvelattes and Iceberg drinks. That's what happy tastes like. Only at Carvel. Visit Carvel.com for the location nearest you.
Now that Metrex is the official nutrition bar of the Long Island Ducks, they're fueling their powerful lineup with delicious high-quality protein to support lean muscle and strength. So that in 2013, the Long Island Ducks can have their best season ever. Uh-oh. Metrex, shaping every body.
Bottom of the sixth inning here at Campbell's Field. Ducks have been limited to just 3 hits in the game, and they trail 3-1 to the Riversharks. Zimmerman back out for his 6th inning of work. He'll face Dionis Cesar, D'Angelo Jimenez, and Johnny Drennan, 5, 6, and 7 here in this bottom of the 6th. Ducks will head to Camden head from Camden to Bridgeport for 4 games after today's game is complete. Thursday and Friday at 7:05, Saturday at 6:05, and Sunday at 1:05 p.m. Thursday's game can be heard on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball, right here where you're listening right now, or online at liducks.com. And then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday on the official radio home for the Ducks, 103.9 FM WRCN. And Tom Felice will have the call of all 4 games up in Connecticut. First pitch is line to second, right at P.J. Phillips. Dionis Cesar is retired, and there's one away. So there's one away here as Cesar lines to second. He's now 0 for 3 in the game. He had flied to left and grounded to short his 2 at-bats before. 1 out. And that brings up D'Angelo Jimenez. Zimmerman has pitched fairly well so far. He's given up 3 runs on 6 hits so far today and has walked 2 while striking out 5. First pitch on the way to Jimenez. That's inside, almost hit him. And the count 1-0. If Zimmerman can get through the 6th inning without allowing a run, another quality start for him before the Ducks probably turn it over to the bullpen. Armando Gavino continues to warm down the right field line for the Riversharks, and he will likely come on to pitch the 7th. 1-0. That's in for a strike, and that'll even up the count at 1-1. Zimmerman at this point has thrown 97 pitches, 60 for strikes. 1-1 from the right-hander. Jimenez takes a breaking ball for a strike over the outside corner. Jimenez struck out in the 2nd, walked, stole 2nd, and scored in the 4th. A 2-run 4th inning, which gave the Riversharks their first lead of the day. Now the 1-2 pitch on the way. And it is swung on a line foul, first base line. One hops into the seats. So the count's still a ball and 2 strikes. Ducks lead the season series 9-7 over the Riversharks. A win today would guarantee themselves a split of the season series. 1-2 pitch, just off the outside edge. And the count goes to 2-2. Teams have split the 8 games so far here in Camden. I checked out the 10 games so far, 5-5. And this is line down the right field line. Twisting foul out of play. So the count is even up at 2-2 still on Jimenez. Switch hitter batting from the left side, former big leaguer. Another 2-2 from Zimmerman. And Jimenez takes upstairs and runs the count full. Jimenez played with a few major league teams. He was signed as a free agent by the Yankees in 1994. And this pitch here misses for ball 4. And Jimenez, who entered the game hitting below 200, has walked twice now in the game. Zimmerman having trouble with the bottom of the order all day long. He's walked Jimenez now twice. He has walked Drennan and given up an RBI single against Drennan. And gave up an RBI triple to the number 9 hitter, Billy Rice, in the 4th. So it's been the bottom 4 in the order for Camden that has done most of the damage here today, though Valdez, the 2-hitter, and Pascucci, the 3-hitter, each have 2 hits. But Zimmerman's allowed a few too many free passes to the bottom part of the order. Now 3 walks in the game. And here is Drennan to bat from the left side, who has been on base twice today. Zimmerman will look for the ground ball double play. First pitch, and Drennan swings and misses way out in front, and the count 0-1. Zimmerman got a 3-6 reverse force double play in the 5th inning off the bat of Raul Padron. Oh, 0-1 the count. Zimmerman looks in for the sign from Castro, now is ready to go. And the right-hander's pitch. Swung on a line in the air to right field. Charging in is Adam Bailey. He cannot make the catch. Drops in for a base hit. So Drennan with his 2nd hit of the game. He's now got a walk and 2 singles. And again, the 6-7 hitters for Camden. Roughing up Bob Zimmerman here. And Riversharks threatening to extend their 3-1 lead. They have runners at first and second with only 1 out. That's going to bring Steve Foucault out of the dugout. He's going to want to talk things over here with the Ducks right-hander. It's understandable if you're Zimmerman or any pitcher when some of the guys like Valentino Pascucci or Wilson Valdez or Raul Padron beat you, some of the big hitters for the Riversharks here this season. But for D'Angelo Jimenez, who entered the game hitting 198, and Johnny Drennan, who entered hitting 205, to have been on base 5 of the 6 times they have come up to the plate, including 3 of the 5 times via the walk. That has got a frustrated pitching coach tremendously. So Foucault has a quick chat, and Pat Zimmerman on the backside. Now we'll head back to the dugout. And now you face Michael Greco here. Runners at first and second and only 1 out. And again, the Ducks trail by 2, but they don't want to allow the Riversharks to extend that lead anymore with the way the Ducks offense has been going here today. It's hard to fault the Ducks offense too, because they have been so good of late. They were due for a game where they struggled, but when it's the rubber game of the series, you want to try and win their 6th straight series here in the second half. Don't want to have a rough game here. First pitch is on the ground here to second. Phillips charging, he fields. He'll have 1 play, and that's the first. Underhand tosses it to Navarrete. So it's a 4-3 ground out by Michael Greco. Runners move to second and third. And now 2 in scoring position with 2 out, and a big batter coming to the plate here in Billy Rice. So Jimenez crosses over to third, and Drennan to second on the ground out by Greco, who's now 0 for 3. And here is the lefty swinging Billy Rice, who had an RBI triple to right center his last time to the plate. First pitch on the way here to Rice, and that misses low and inside for ball 1. Rice is 1 for 2 with the RBI triple and a strikeout looking. Yasser Gomez would be next, and Gomez is 0 for 3 in this game. I'm sure Zimmerman will try and be very careful here with the pitches he throws to Rice. 1-0, and missed up and away for ball 2. First base is open, so a walk would load the bases and set up a force at any base. (2-0). That one on the ground on the right side. Navarrete in the whole field. He will flip to Zimmerman covering. It's a low toss, but Zimmerman is able to make the grab and get to first base in time. And a big out there for Zimmerman as he strands 2 on the bases. So on the 3-1 ground out, the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, a walk, and 2 men left on base. To the 7th inning we go here at Campbell's Field. Ducks still trailing the Riversharks by 2. It is 3-1.
Hi, this is Bud Harrelson, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hey Ducks fans, your recreation destination this year is The Rinks at Hidden Pond Park. The Rinks features 2 full-size ice rinks, a 97-acre summer day camp, a New York State licensed preschool academy, and a wide variety of birthday party options. Learn to skate, join one of many hockey leagues, swim in an Olympic-sized pool, and enjoy all the fun that The Rinks has to offer. Visit us today at 660 Terry Road in Hauppauge, or check us out online at therinks.com. The Rinks, your recreation destination.
Amy Cornella, age 17.
Last year, 49 people a day died from a totally preventable national public health problem. 49 people a day were killed at the hands of drunk drivers. So the next time you're drinking and you're thinking about driving, ask yourself, do you really want to add to this list?
Elijah Anthony Michael Burrow Sealy, age 2 months.
Stay alive. Don't drink and drive. A message from Suffolk County Stop DWI.
Hi, I'm former Major Leaguer John Franco. Growing up in Brooklyn, I dreamed of playing professional baseball. My dad, a city employee, worked hard so I could live out that dream. The team at MCU is a lot like my dad. They're New Yorkers you can count on, and they'll work hard to help you reach your financial goals.
Municipal Credit Union has a full range of financial services that make sense in today's economy. Join today. Call 1-866-JOIN-MCU or visit nymcu.org.
MCU, strong, trusted, growing.
Hey Ducks fans, do you want frequent updates on team transactions, scores, store specials, and the status of upcoming games? Well, then you should follow the Long Island Ducks on Twitter at twitter.com/LIDucks. With Twitter, the faithful flock will also be able to follow their Ducks and find out more information regarding nightly promotions, player signings, league activities, and so much more. The Ducks are tweeting right now, and you can follow along at twitter.com/LIDucks. New pitcher is in. It is the right-hander Armando Gabino. He replaces Scott Gorgon, who has another strong outing against this Long Island Ducks team with 6 innings of one-run baseball. And let's see if this time the bullpen can hold the lead for the right-hander. And for the Ducks, it'll be P.J. Phillips to lead off. He'll be followed by Dan Lyons and Joe Ashbrodeen. The Ducks do have Josh Barfield on their bench today, but not using him just yet. Phillips will get the at-bat here to start in the 7th inning. The Ducks trail by 2, want to try and come back and tie this game against Gabino. We'll get you the numbers on Gabino in a moment. First pitch upcoming here to P.J. Phillips. And the right-hander's offering is taken up and inside for ball 1. Gabino 2-6, 4.77 ERA in 25 games and 6 starts this season. Began out of the rotation, then moved to the bullpen. 1-0. Phillips takes a fastball strike on the outside corner to even the count at 1-1. For Gabino, 68 innings, 69 hits, 38 runs, 36 of them earned, 28 walks to 64 strikeouts. 1-1. Phillips swings and grounds one fair inside the bag at first and down the right field line. That's going to be extra bases for Phillips, who rounds first and digs for second. He is going to chug around second here, and he's going to try for 3. The throw coming back in is not going to be in time, and a leadoff triple down the right field line for P.J. Phillips, and exactly the way the Ducks wanted to start here in the 7th inning. Another triple for Long Island. That is now their 3rd straight game with a triple.
Shortstop number 12, Dan Lyons.
And the last 2 nights it was Adam Bailey with a 3-bagger, and here today it is P.J. Phillips, the 8-hitter who had flied out to right twice, who picks up the triple. And immediately the tying run is going to come to the plate here in Dan Lyons. So the Ducks, who have left a total of 6 runners on base to this point, need to try and find a way to get on the scoreboard here and make it a 1-run game, if not tie it. A fly ball here should make this a 3-2 game. First pitch to Lyons is taken low and inside for ball 1. Lyons today 0 for 1. He drew a walk and grounded to third in his 2 trips to the plate. Gabino pitched here on Monday night through an inning and a third scoreless, retired all 4 hitters he faced. And now 1-0. Swung on and grounded back up the middle into center field, a base hit for Lyons. Phillips will trot home from third, an RBI single from Dan Lyons, and the Ducks have cut the deficit to 1. It's 3-2 Camden here in the 7th inning with a tying run now at first base. So Lyons picks up his 19th run batted in of the season, a triple and a single to start off for Long Island here in the 7th. And if Lions can score from first, Gorgon will have another win taken away from him because of the Riversharks bullpen. So a good start to the 7th inning for the Ducks as Phillips triples and Lyons singles him home. And now here is Joe Ash Brodeen of the plate. He represents the go-ahead run. And Gavino's first pitch to Brodeen, swung on and tapped weakly here, third base side of the mound. Gavino off the mound fields, a long throw to first, and it is just in time to get Brodeen. Padron had to reach into the runner to try and make the catch, and he did. So it'll be a 1-3 put out. But on the play, the Ducks get the tying run into scoring position. And a runner at first here with one away as Brodeen swung at the first pitch. That'll bring up Craig Binnick here with a runner at second and only one away. Brodeen is now 1 for 4. He had that RBI double and a run scored in the first. No RBI on that. Now Michael Greco will go out to the mound and have a quick chat with Gabino. The last time that Gorgon pitched, Gabino did not come in out of the bullpen. Jordan Ellis did. He gave up 3 runs in the 7th inning to make it a 1-run game. And then Adrian Martin allowed 7 runs combined in the 9th and 10th innings to give the Ducks the 11-8 walk-off win and lose the victory for Gorgon. First pitch up coming here to Craig Binnick. He will take, and it misses low and inside for ball 1. Binnick walked in the first, grounded a short in the 3rd, and drew a walk in the 5th. Lions has great speed at second with 1 out, 3-2 game here in the top of the 7th inning. 1-0, swung on and popped in the air, foul, first base side of home plate. That is out of play, and it keeps the count at 1-1. Daniel Herrera, the left-hander, warming up for the Ducks in the bullpen. Riversharks are going to have the lefty swinging Gomez, the righty swinging Valdez, and the righty swinging Valentino Pascucci to lead off in the bottom of the 7th inning. So we'll see if Herrera comes on to face Gomez. Count of 1-1 here on Binnick. Time is called as Gabino was taking a while to choose which pitch he liked. Lions leads at second with 1 out. And a 1-ball, 1-strike pitch upcoming here to Craig Binnick. Gabino deals, and Binnick will take outside for ball 2. Count goes to 2-1. Gabino, a 6'3", 210-pound right-hander out of Santiago in the Dominican Republic. 29 years old. He's been in the major leagues before. Spent 2 seasons in the big leagues. And the 2-1, time is called. And again, Greco wants to go out to the mound and have a chat with Gabino. So the two of them, like Gorgon and Greco earlier in the game, having some communication issues here. Trying to figure out which pitch they want to throw. Big moment in the ball game here. 3-2 game. Riversharks in front of the Ducks, but Dan Lyons, who had an RBI single a couple batters ago, now at second base to represent the tying run, and a single from Binnick should tie this game at 3. 2-1 from Gabino. Pitch on the way, and Binnick will take outside and low for ball 3. Binnick has shown a very good eye at the plate here today. And Brian Nelson waiting on deck for the Ducks, hoping that he will get a chance here to drive home the tying or go-ahead run. 3-1 the count with 1 out. Gabino from the stretch, kicks and fires, and Binnick will take up and away for ball 4. That is the 7th walk drawn by the Ducks here today. A season high for the Ducks in terms of walks that they have drawn. That's another Municipal Credit Union walk with a purpose. Every time a Ducks batter walks, the Quackerjack Foundation wins. So here is Bryant Nelson, the switch hitting designated hitter today, who is 0 for 1 with 2 walks in the game, just like Binnick. Now Binnick has 3. And Gabino running into some trouble here early on in the inning number 7. First pitch to Nelson is way outside for ball 1. A triple, a single, a ground out, and a walk. The Ducks have the tying run at second, the go-ahead run at first. Both runners have terrific speed, and an extra base hit from Nelson could give the Ducks their first lead since the opening inning. 1-0 upcoming from Gabino. Right-hander deals, and Nelson will take upstairs again. And it's 2 balls and no strikes. And again, Greco's going to go out to the mound and chat things over with Gabino. So the Riversharks relievers once again struggling here against the Ducks. And joining in for the conversation is going to be the first baseman, Padron, and the third baseman, Cesar. They want to hear what Greco and Gabino have to say. Gabino against the Ducks this season is 0-0 with a 2.70 ERA in 3 games. He's allowed 2 runs on 5 hits and 6 2/3 entering today. That walk to Binnick was the first walk that Gabino has allowed this season. So Lyons the runner at second, Binnick the runner at first with 1 out. Good hitters count here for Nelson at 2-0. We'll see if he swings away on the next pitch from Gabino. Right-hander gets the sign from Greco. Here's the 2-0 pitch, and Nelson will swing away. Ground went through the right side, a base hit for Brian Nelson. Lyons around third, he will try and score. The throw to the plate from the right fielder is not in time. It's cut off by the first baseman, Padron. It's a game-tying RBI single for Brian Nelson, and we are all knotted up at 3 here in the 7th inning. So Nelson comes through swinging away with a count of 2-0, and his RBI single scores Lyons from third. We are all tied up at 3 apiece. And again, Scott Corrigan denied a win here today because of the Rivershark bullpen. And now the Ducks with a golden opportunity to try and take their first lead since the opening inning. So Nelson picks up his first hit of the day, and he picks up his team-high 45th run batted in. Lyons scores from second. Stopping at second was Binnick. And now the go-ahead run is at second base. Ducks now with 6 hits to the Riversharks 7, and we're all tied at 3. First pitch on the way here to Bill Hall, and that is taken for a strike at the knees. And the count 0-1. So Nelson has 2 walks and an RBI base hit here in today's game. Hall today has an RBI infield single, has reached on a fielder's choice and grounded into a force out as well. And the 0-1 from Gabino to Hall. It's swung on a hit deep in the air to left center field. Going back is Billy Rice to the warning track at the wall. He looks up and you can forget it. A monstrous 3-run home run out to left center field for Bill Hall. It's a 5-run 7th inning for Long Island, and they now lead it 6-3. My goodness, did Hall crush that one deep over both walls in left center field. It is his 9th home run of the season, 4 RBIs in the game for Hall. And the Ducks have come back from 3-1 down to take a 6-3 lead here in the 7th inning. Now the Campers here do not like it at Campbell's Field, but Bill Hall with his second hit of the game, a towering 3-run home run. And for the Ducks here against Armando Gabino, they have scored 5 runs on 4 hits and a walk to lead at 6-3. First pitch here to Castro is swung on and lifted foul. First base side out of play. And the count 0-1. So for Bill Hall, again, home run number 9 on the season. And for the Ducks, it is their 85th of the season. If they hit 100 home runs, they will have met the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. And Chappie's Funeral Homes will donate $5,000 to the Quacker Jack Foundation. Castro 1 for 3 today with a double. And the 0-1 pitch is inside for a ball. Not leaving up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. So Binnick and Nelson score on the 3-run home run by Hall. And the Ducks have themselves a 3-run lead, their largest of the game. Here a high pop-up down the right field line for Castro. Twisting foul and out of play. Count now goes to 1-2. So the Ducks are double shy of hitting for the cycle here in this inning. They have a triple, 2 singles, and a homer, along with a walk. And this 5-run inning has given the Ducks a 3-run lead, 6-3 the score. Armando Gabino allowing all 5 runs here in this inning in relief of Gorgon, who threw 6 innings of 3-hit, 1-run baseball. And again, Gorgon denied a win. 1-2 to Castro. And this is swung on and ripped on the ground into center field, a base hit. 5th hit of the inning for Long Island, and now 4 straight have reached against Gabino. And for Castro, he's got another multi-hit game as he continues his hot hitting of late. There is a right-hander warming up down the right field line for Camden. I believe that is righty Patrick Butler who is warming up. Looks like number 15 who was starting. Now check out, that's John Velasquez who was warming up. And now Ron Karkovice comes out of the dugout. He's going to take the baseball here from Armando Gabino. Not a good relief outing. He faces 7 hitters. He gives up 5 hits, a walk, and 5 runs have scored for the Ducks here in this inning. Pitching change at Campbell's Field. We'll take a break and come back with the Ducks now on top 6-3.
Hi, this is right-handed pitcher Josh Lansford, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Mr. Savemore, it's happening again. I know our electric costs went down after all that new lighting you did through LIPA's lighting retrofit program, but this month's bill is even lower. Should I contact LIPA this time?
No, Millie. There's still nothing wrong with our LIPA bill. This time I took advantage of LIPA's AC retrofit program. Our central air system was, let's say, not too efficient anymore. You remember last summer. With LIPA's AC retrofit program, I replaced all our units, here in our offices, in our warehouse, and our showroom. With LIPA's increased rebates and lower cooling costs every summer, our new AC systems will pay for themselves in just a few years.
Oh, Mr. Savemore, you did it again! You saved more!
LIPA's commercial AC retrofit program can reduce your cooling costs by up to 30%. Over time, that can mean thousands. Call 1-800-692-2626 or visit lipower.org/retrofit. LIPA, we're working for you.
We are back here at Campbell's Field in Camden, New Jersey, where the Long Island Ducks now lead it 6-3 over the Riversharks. They have scored 5 runs here in the top of the 7th inning against Armando Gabino. And the new pitcher is right-hander John Velasquez. He takes over for Gabino after Gabino pitched to 7 hitters. He went 1/3 of an inning, and he allowed a total of 5 hits, and as of now, 5 runs, all of them earned. He's still responsible for Castro at first base. 1 walk, no strikeouts, and 1 long home run that may still be going off the bat of Bill Hall. That's going to bring Adam Bailey to the plate here to face Velasquez. With just 1 out here in the inning, and the Ducks have come back from 3-1 down to take the lead for the second time today. First pitch to Bailey is way upstairs for ball 1. Velasquez on the season has a record of 3-2 with a 2.66 ERA in 36 games out of the bullpen. Suffered the loss on Saturday at Bethpage Ballpark when he threw the wild pitch that scored Joe Ashbrodine in the 9th inning. This pitch misses outside for a ball. It's 2-0. For Velasquez, in 44 innings, he's given up 35 hits, 16 runs, 13 of them earned, 23 walks to 45 strikeouts. 2-0. That is in for a strike. Now the count 2-1 on Bailey, who hit a fly out to center back in the 6th inning that resulted in an 8-5 double play when Castro tried to advance to third on the fly ball and was thrown out by Billy Rice. 2-1, swinging a ground ball here up the first base line. Fielded by Padrone. He steps on first and will throw down to second, where the tag will be applied on Ramon Castro. That's the 3-6 reverse force double play, and a nice job by Velasquez to get out of further trouble. But for the Ducks, 5 runs, 5 hits, no errors, and nobody left on base in the 7th. And Long Island now has a 6-3 lead as it's time to stretch here at Campbell's Field in Camden, New Jersey.
Hi, this is Ray Navarrete, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Mr. Savemore, I just opened our electric bill. There must be some mistake.
Yes, Millie, what would that be?
It's so much lower. It must be wrong. Should I contact LIPA?
No, Millie. There's nothing wrong with our bill. It's all the new lighting we've installed. Our lighting contractor told me about LIPA's new commercial lighting retrofit program. We were able to upgrade all our lighting here in our offices, in our warehouse, and our showroom. With LIPA's new higher rebates, our new lighting will pay for itself in less than a year, including our contractor costs. Not to mention how this will help improve our sales. And as you see, it's costing us a lot less for electricity.
Oh, Mr. Savemore, you really do know how to save more.
LIPA's commercial lighting retrofit program can reduce your lighting electric costs by up to 40%. Over time, that can mean thousands. Call 1-800-692-2626 or visit lipower.org/retrofit. LIPA, we're working for you.
Hey Ducks fans, your recreation destination this year is The Rinks at Hidden Pond Park. The Rinks features 2 full-size ice rinks, a 97-acre summer day camp, a New York State licensed preschool academy, and a wide variety of birthday party options. Learn to skate, join one of many hockey leagues, swim in an Olympic-sized pool, and enjoy all the fun that The Rinks has to offer. Visit us today at 660 Terry Road in Hauppauge, or check us out online at therinks.com. The Rinks, your recreation destination. New pitchers in for the Ducks as we go to the bottom half of the 7th inning. 6-3 Long Island now leads it thanks to a 5-run top of the 7th inning against Armando Gabino. And it is now left-handed pitcher Daniel Herrera who comes on to face the top 3 in the Riversharks order. He relieves Bob Zimmerman, who turned in another quality start here today. We'll get you the final numbers momentarily on Zimmerman. But he battled again here today. Didn't have his best stuff, but he pitched well overall. And he now leaves in line to pick up his 2nd win of the year if the Ducks bullpen can record the final 9 outs. So here is Herrera, 3rd game out of the bullpen for Long Island. And the first pitch up coming to Yasser Gomez is a fastball strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Gomez 0 for 3 so far in today's game. He struck out in the first, popped to short in the 3rd, and grounded a 2nd in the 4th. The 0-1. Low and outside. That'll even up the count at 1-1 strike. Herrera has pitched 2 games and 2 innings out of the bullpen so far for Long Island. 2 hits, no runs, no walks, and a strikeout. 1-1 from the left-hander. And missed inside for ball 2. Herrera stands in at just 5'6", 165 pounds. Out of Austin, Texas. And the 2-1. There's a fastball strike on the outside corner, evens up the count at 2-2. Now, the one thing that separates Herrera, he is a screwballer. He throws about a 67-mile-an-hour screwball, and he likes to use that as his out pitch. Let's see if he does it here. 2-2. That fastball swung on and missed for strike 3. Actually, you know what? That might have been the screwball. It looked like it was coming in as a fastball, and all of a sudden the bottom dropped out of it. Either way, it is the first strikeout for Herrera, and the 6th for Ducks pitching, and there's 1 out here in the 7th. Out of the hand of Herrera, that one looked like it was coming in fast, and all of a sudden the bottom tailed out of it, so that might have been the screwball. Either way, there's 1 out, and that'll bring up the number 2 hitter, the shortstop, Wilson Valdez. So Kevin Mize is going to stick with the left-hander here, despite the right-handed hitters coming up to the plate in Valdez and Pascucci. First pitch on the way from Herrera. Valdez bunts up the third base line weakly. Castro off the mound, fields, and he'll have no play. Check that from behind home plate. He fielded, had no play, and Valdez beats it out for a little bunt single. Not much you can do about it if you're the Ducks. Valdez hit that one perfectly just to the third base side of home plate. The Riversharks trying to use their speed to come from behind here against the Ducks. 3rd hit of the day for Valdez. And that'll bring up Valentino Pascucci, the power-hitting DH, batting from the right side. It was 2 for 3 today. Looks like right-hander Ian Snell is warming for the Ducks down the left field line in case Herrera runs into any trouble. Snell pitched last night. 8th hit of the day for the Riversharks. Each team now with 8 hits, and this one grounded to 3rd. Hall fields. He goes to 2nd for 1. The turn to 1st is low, and Navarrete scoops it out of the dirt for the double play. Nice job by Navarrete to pick it out of the dirt, and a strong inning again for Daniel Herrera. He gets the 5-4-3 double play, needs just 7 pitches to get through the 7th. No runs a hit. The bases are left empty, and we go to the 8th. Ducks on top 6-3 over the Riversharks.
Hi, this is Steve Foucault, pitching coach for the Ducks. You're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Beautify your patio, walkway, driveway, or pool surround with Nicolak Paving Stones and Walls.
Northeast Facility Supplies is the official janitorial supplier of the Long Island Ducks, serving all of Long Island, both North and South Fork locations to better serve you. We're located in Ronkonkoma and have a complete range of janitorial supplies for all your facilities' needs. Whether it's paper, plastics, chemicals, machinery, or equipment, no business is ever too big or too small for us. Don't forget to ask about our price match guarantee. Visit us on the web at www.nefaci.com or give us a call at 631-5 563-8119.
Beautify your patio, walkway, driveway, or pool surround with Nicoloc paving stones and walls. Nicoloc's specially formulated paver shield offers extra surface wear protection and color enhancement throughout the thickness of the paver. Paver shield guarantees that your pavers will look great for years to come. Bring home the elegance with Nicoloc. Visit the Nicoloc Design Center, Sunrise Highway, Lindenhurst, or Nicoloc.com.
Let Nicoloc pavers pave your way.
Fans, time to chill out with a cold cup of Hampton Coffee Company gourmet iced coffee, available right now at our concession stands. Hampton Coffee is the preferred coffee of the Long Island Ducks. Visit HamptonCoffeeCompany.com or visit their cafes in the Hamptons. Well, the Ducks have rallied from 3-1 down. They now lead at 6-3 as we take this game to the 8th inning. Daniel Herrera with another scoreless inning out of the bullpen as he needed just 7 pitches to get through the 7th. And John Velasquez, who got Adam Bailey to hit into the 3-6 reverse double play in the 7th, will continue here in the 8th. And the first pitch here to Ray Navarrete is fouled back to the screen behind home plate for strike 1. Navarrete 0 for 2 with a walk here today. Drew that walk in his first trip to the plate back in the 2nd inning. Since then, he has struck out and grounded to second. 0-1. Low and outside. That'll even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Ducks with 5 runs on 5 hits against Armando Gabino in the 7th inning. Taking the win away from Scott Gorgon here today and giving the Ducks a chance to win the series, their 6th consecutive series here. This pitch misses outside for ball 2. Count now 2-1. So the final line on Gorgon today, 6 innings, 3 hits, 1 run. It was earned. 6 walks on the day, 1 strikeout and 1 wild pitch. Through 105 pitches, 61 for strikes. 2-1 and Navarrete hit high in the air to deep left center field. Rice going back to the warning track in left center. He reaches out and makes the catch. Well, that ball certainly went a long way off the bat of Ray Navarrete. Looked like that one had a chance to go out, and then it just died. The wind blowing in from left center kept that one in the yard. So Navarrete denied his 3rd home run of the season, and there's 1 out here in the 8th inning. And with 1 out, that'll bring up P.J. Phillips. Well, so far the Riversharks seem like they were a day late with making P.J. Phillips the K-man here. Yesterday he struck out 3 times, but he was not the K-man yesterday. Instead it was Craig Binnick, the number 9 hitter. First pitch here is taken for a strike, 0-1. Well, today Phillips is flying out to right twice, and then he tripled down the right field line to lead off in the 7th inning. Part of that 5-run rally. Kicked things off with a triple inside the bag at first. 0-1 is low and outside for ball 1. For Armando Gabino out of the bullpen, he goes a third of an inning, gives up 5 hits and 5 runs, all of them earned. 1 walk, no strikeouts, a homer. And he threw 20 pitches, 11 for strikes. 1-1, swing and a miss. Good fastball that time. So the count now goes to 1-2. From the wind, Velasquez deals and Phillips takes inside. That'll even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ducks with a 6-3 lead now here over the Riversharks. And the 2-2 upcoming from the Rivershark righty. And it is swung on and grounded through the right side. A base hit for P.J. Phillips. Boy, he has hit all 4 balls that he has seen today through the right, or to right field. 2 flyouts to right, a triple down the right field line, and now a single through the right side. So a good day for Phillips, who has struggled at the plate lately. He is now 2 for 4 with a run scored. And with a runner at first and 1 out, that's going to bring up Dan Lyons, the shortstop and 9-hitter. It looks like Ian Snell continuing to warm down the left field line. He'll likely come on and pitch in the 8th inning, and then see if Jared Lancer comes on to pitch again in the 9th. Went on with 1 out. And here is the shortstop, Dan Lyons. First pitch on the way from Velasquez, and Lyons takes low. And the count 1-0. Lyons had an RBI single up the middle his last time up. That was in the 7th, right through the wickets of Armando Gabino. Grounded to third in the 5th, drew a walk in the 2nd. Runner goes, the 1-0. Taken for a strike. The throw down to second base is not in time. Phillips just got in ahead of the tag of Wilson Valdez. So a stolen base for P.J. Phillips. And the Ducks now with a runner at second base. And 1 man out here in the 8th inning. I think Valdez thought that he had applied the tag in time, but it was a little late. And for P.J. Phillips, his 6th stolen base of the year. He's now 6 of 7 in that department. And another conversation on the mound here as Greco goes out to have a quick chat with his right-hander, John Velasquez. So the Ducks get another runner in a scoring position, trying to give their bullpen as much insurance as possible here to protect another victory here. It would be their 2nd straight win overall, and it would be the Ducks' 5th win over the Riversharks out of the 7 straight games they're playing here. A chopper over the mound. The second baseman, Jimenez, had lines played perfectly. He throws over to first for the putout. Phillips crosses over to third on the play. And now a runner at third base with 2 outs here in the 8th, and that'll send us back to the top of the order for Joash Brodin.
Left fielder number 22, Joash Brodin.
So here is Brodin of the plate. He is 1 for 4 here today. Phillips leads at third with 2 out. First pitch here to Brodin, and he'll take low and outside for ball 1. Brodin had a ground rule double down the right field line in the first inning and ended up scoring on Bill Hall's infield single. Since then, he has fly to center, grounded to second, and grounded back to the mound. 1-0 pitch. Brodin swings and misses, chasing down and in. And that will even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Brodin has scored a run in 10 consecutive games now as he continues his hot hitting at the top of the lineup for Long Island. 2 out, a runner at third, and the 1-1. Upstairs with a fastball. And taken for ball 2. Count now 2 balls and 1 strike on Brodin. Ducks trying to go to a season best 9 games over 500 here in the second half. They are 13-5 here today. 2-1. Swinging a liner in a shallow left field. That is going to be past the shortstop Valdez. It drops in. In to score from third is P.J. Phillips. The Ducks tack on another with their 10th hit of the game here in the 8th. And it's now 7-3 Long Island over the Riversharks. So Brodin picks up his 2nd hit of the game and his 43rd RBI of the season. Another multi-hit game for Brodin, adding to his team-leading total. Scoring from third on the play was Phillips, and it's now a 4-run Ducks lead here in the 8th inning. First pitch on the way here to Pinnock, and it's taken down low for ball 1. It's a little soft line drive. The shortstop Valdez went out in a shallow left field, reached out, but just could not come up with it. So that run charged to Velasquez, and the 1-0 pitch. Pinnock swings and misses. Big hack that time from Pinnock. And that'll even up the count at 1-1. Pinnock today has drawn 3 walks, tied for the most by a Duck in a single game this season. He has scored a run as well, and he's grounded out to short. The only time he did not draw a walk was back in the 3rd. 1-1, swing and a miss. Good fastball on the outside corner from Velasquez, and the count now 1-2. Looks like the Riversharks might get some more action going down the right field line here. Trying to see who it is that looks like he's getting a glove on. Just stretching right now, nobody throwing. 1 ball, 2 strike with 2 out here in the 8th. Runner at first, and the pitch to Pinnock up and in tight. Count goes to 2-2. Ducks have tied or have set their season high in walks drawn in a game now here today with 7. And I got 10 hits and 7 runs as the offense continues to do very well of late for Long Island. 2-2. Pinnock swings and grounds one to third, backhanded by Cesar. He'll go the short way to second for the force, and that will retire the side here in the 8th inning. But the Ducks tack on another run on 2 hits, no errors, a runner left on base, and we take this game to the bottom of the 8th inning, 7-3 in favor of Long Island.
Hi, this is pitcher Jared Lansford, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Few places on earth offer the charm and excitement of Fire Island. At Fire Island Ferries, located conveniently at 99 Maple Avenue in Bay Shore, they offer convenient travel to Fire Island 7 days a week. Fire Island is quickly becoming a top destination for families of all ages. Experience the informal, carefree communities, the dazzling night scene, enjoy fine dining, or climb to the top of one of the tallest lighthouses in the United States. But there's only one way to get there, by calling Fire Island Ferries at 631-665-3600 today. For fare and scheduling information, please visit fireislandferries.com.
Hi, I'm former Major Leaguer John Franco. Growing up in Brooklyn, I dreamed of playing professional baseball. My dad, a city employee, worked hard so I could live out that dream. The team at MCU is a lot like my dad. They're New Yorkers you can count on, and they'll work hard to help you reach your financial goals.
Municipal Credit Union has a full range of financial services that make sense in today's economy. Join today. Call 1-866-JOIN-MCU or visit nymcu.org.
MCU, strong, trusted, growing.
Bottom of the 8th inning, new pitcher is in for the Ducks. It's right-hander Ian Snell, who will pitch for a second straight day and try and protect the Ducks' 4-run lead. Now it is 7-3 Long Island. Same score that the Ducks won by in yesterday's game over these Camden Riversharks. The Ducks trying to win their 6th consecutive series here to open up the second half of the season. They have played terrific baseball of late, and they're trying to improve their second half record to 14-5 and also get within one game of 500. For the season, they would improve to 44-45 overall, and after finishing 10 games under 500 in the first half of the season, Ducks have played incredible baseball here to start in the second half. Very similar to the Ducks team that we saw in the first half of last season with the way they are coming from behind, winning some close games, and the offense has certainly gotten into high gear. And Ian Snell will come on to pitch here in inning number 8, and he'll face Raul Padron to lead things off. He'll be followed then by the number 5 hitter, Dionis Cesar, and then the second baseman, D'Angelo Jimenez. So here is Ian Snell on a pitch. And the first pitch on the way to Raul Padron, and that is taken just outside for ball 1. Daniel Herrera, one scoreless inning here today. 1 hit, no runs, no walks, and a strikeout. Another scoreless inning for the left-hander, and here Snell misses down low and away for ball 2. Padron on the day so far is 0 for 3. He does have a run batted in, RBI ground out to first back in the opening inning. Snell's 2-0. That's up and away for ball 3. On the year, Snell is 0-1, 4.89 ERA in 35 games out of the pen, 30 hits in 35 innings, 22 runs, 19 of them earned. He's walked 9 and struck out 35 in the 3-0. That's on the outside corner. Good fastball for strike 1. So the Ducks have scored 6 runs over the last 2 innings to come from 3-1 down to now lead 7-3. And the 3-1 pitch swung on and hit high in the air to right center field. Well hit. Going back is Craig Binnick. Still going back in right center. He's not going to catch this one, and this is one hopping off the wall. Padron will go to second. He's going to stop right there. And a leadoff double for the Rivershark first baseman here in the 8th inning.
Third baseman, number 27, Dionis Cesar.
For Raul Padron, that is his 18th double of the season, most on the Riversharks. Ian Snell pitched an inning in last night's game. He came on to pitch the 8th as well. He gave up a single to Yasser Gomez and walked Valentino Pascucci, but did not allow a run. And now here has a 4-run lead as he pitches in the 8th. A runner at second with 1 out, and that brings up the third baseman, Dionis Cesar. First pitch from Snell. Swung on and popped in the air, foul, third base side out of play, and the count is 0-1. Cesar is 0 for 3 today. He flied to left in the first, grounded to short in the 4th, and lined to second in the 6th. Riversharks now with 9 hits in the game. Ducks have 10, and they lead by 4. 0-1 pitch upcoming. And this one is swung on and fouled back to the screen behind home plate. And the count is quickly 0-2 here on Dionis Cesar. Snell has had some struggles this season against the Riversharks, specifically when he faced them on Long Island last weekend. Snell has given up 5 runs and 5 hits in 4 1/3 innings against Camden this season. And now an 0-2 on the way. Fastball missed outside. And that runs the count to 1-2. We'll take a look at some of the other games around the Atlantic League here in this inning and check out the other 2 day games going on here today. Down in Waldorf, Maryland, Blue Crabs have rallied from 3-0 down. They now lead 5-4, top of the 8th inning. Snell again missed outside here to Cesar, count 2-2. Darrell Thompson started for the Blue Crabs. Conley is now pitching for Southern Maryland. Mike Parisi started for the Bluefish. Bateman is now in the game. 2 RBIs for Jose Julio Ruiz, leading the way for Southern Maryland. Alexis Gomez has 2 runs batted in to lead Bridgeport. 2-2 from Snell. And Cesar lines this one foul, third base side out of play. And we'll do it once again. Bottom of the 9th inning in Lancaster. Skeeters have a 4-2 lead over the Barnstormers. Lenny DiNardo started for Lancaster. Ross Peoples now pitching. Greg Aquino started for the Skeeters. Gary Majeski is now pitching. 2-2 from Snell. Cesar lines it again down the left field line and foul, spoiling a couple tough pitches from the right-hander. Stays alive at 2-2. Skeeters have RBIs in the game from Gorecki, Scott, and Langerhans. Ward and Russell have driven in the 2 runs for Lancaster. One game will go on later tonight. It begins at 7:05 in Bridgewater, New Jersey. Somerset Patriots hosting the York Revolution. 2-2 pitch once again. Time is called at home plate. Major League action later tonight. Yankees will be in Texas to battle the Rangers at 8:05. Andy Pettit for the Yanks against Matt Garza for the Rangers. 2-2. Up and away for ball 3. And the count has gone from 0-2 to 3-2 here on Dionis Cesar. And Snell working himself into some trouble here in this bottom of the 8th inning. With the Ducks on top by 4. Runner at second, nobody out. And the 3-2 pitch, swung on and line in the air to shallow right field. Coming on is Adam Bailey. He's going to have to play it on a hop. It's a base hit. So Cesar is on at first. Back-to-back hits against Ian Snell to open up the 8th inning. And now runners at the corners with nobody out. And that's going to bring up the second baseman, D'Angelo Jimenez. Yeah, the Ducks bullpen has been worked a lot as of late. Kevin Baez wanting to try and stay away from a lot of the guys, not having to keep and go back to the same guys. Snell pitched 20 pitches in yesterday's game. Baez going back to him again here in the 8th inning with a 4-run lead instead of going to, say, a Josh Lansford or an Eric Threets. Already had to use one lefty out of the bullpen in Daniel Herrera, who needed just 7 pitches to get through 1 inning, but didn't want to throw him for a 2nd inning. First pitch here to D'Angelo Jimenez, fouled back to the screen behind home plate. They count 0-1. No action for the Ducks right now down the left field line of the bullpen. So the game right now in the hands of Ian Snell. Each team with 10 hits at this point. Lead is still 4 for the Ducks. Riversharks threatening, though, first and third with nobody out. And the 0-1 of Jimenez swung and popped in the air to center field for Craig Binnick. This should get a run home. Binnick will line it up, make the catch. Tagging from third and coming home is Padron. The throw will come into second base. So it's a sac fly and an RBI for D'Angelo Jimenez. The Riversharks scratch a run across the board here in the 8th. It's now a 3-run game at 7-4. RBI number 15 on the year for Jimenez as Padron scores his first run of the game. Staying put at first base is Dionis Cesar. So it's now 7-4. Runner at first with 1 out. And up to the plate steps Johnny Drennan, who will bat from the left side. And again, the 6-hitter for the Riversharks doing some damage. 6 and 7 have done a lot of it here today for Camden. First pitch here to Drennan. Fastball missed low for ball 1. Jimenez has now gotten 2 walks, a stolen base, a run scored, and a sac fly RBI. Drennan today has walked, delivered an RBI single and a run in the 4th, and then single to right in the 6th. 1-0 from Snell, and Drennan swings and pops this one foul down the left field line, even up the count at 1-1. Mets will be in action later tonight as well. They host the Atlanta Braves at Citi Field. Jeremy Hefner for the Mets against Tim Hudson for the Braves. Here at Campbell's Field, Ducks have a 7-4 lead, bottom of the 8th inning. Ducks are 5 defensive outs away from winning another series. Runner bluffs, and Snell delivers up and away for a ball. Count goes to 2-1. Snell already 18 pitches here in this 8th inning after throwing 20 yesterday. Can't imagine that he would pitch again tomorrow if needed. Count is 2-1 here on the lefty swinging Johnny Drennan. Right-hander warming up for the Riversharks now down the right field line. And a pitch swung on and missed. Foul tipped into the glove of Ramon Castro by Drennan, and the count 2-2. Looks like Jordan Ellis is the right-hander warming down the right field line, and that would be welcome news for the Ducks with the way Ellis has been hit up by the Ducks this season. 2-ball, 2-strike count. Snell from the belt is set. And the pitch swung on and missed for strike 3. Blew a fastball by him. So his first strikeout of the day for Ian Snell. 7th strikeout for Ducks pitching. And there's 2 away here in the 8th inning. And that'll bring up the catcher and 8-hitter Michael Greco. So the runner's still at first with 2 away. Ducks still lead by 3. And here is Greco, who is scheduled to come up to the plate, but we're going to have a pinch hitter here. It's going to be Delwyn Young. So Greco going to get pinch hit for by Delwyn Young, who is much better bat. And Ron Karkovice is trying to see if his Riversharks can rally here in the 8th inning and make this a much closer game. It's at 7-4 right now. First pitch from Snell misses up and away for ball 1. Young on the season is hitting .231, 9 home runs, 44 runs batted in. And Snell misses up and away again for ball 2. Now the count 2-0 on Young. Yesterday, Young was 2 for 4 at the plate with a run scored. 2 singles. And the 2-0 on the way. That hits the outside corner for a strike. That'll run the count to 2-1. Runner at first is Cesar. He had a single to right, second batter of the inning. D'Angelo Jimenez's sac fly has made this a 3-run game. 2-1, swung on and lifted in the air in a shallow center. Going out at the second baseman Phillips. He can't get it. It's a base hit. Around second and going for third is Cesar. Third hit of the inning against Ian Snell, and just like that, the tying run is going to come to the plate here in the center fielder Billy Rice. So Ron Karkovice goes with the pinch hitter Delwyn Young. He gets a pinch hit single to center. Puts runners at first and third. And that's going to bring Billy Rice to the plate. Still no action for the Ducks in their bullpen. Snell well over 20 pitches here in this 8th inning. 24 right now. Second straight day he has pitched 20 or more. And Billy Rice, who is 1 for 3 with an RBI triple, comes to the plate. And with one swing of the bat, we could have a tie game. Snell gets the sign from Castro. His first pitch to Rice is a fastball strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Important for Snell to get ahead in the count and put hitters away. And now the 0-1. That's low and outside. Leaving up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike count. Runner at third is Cesar. Runner at first is Young. Pitch low and outside, and Snell is behind now at 2 balls and a strike. Pitch on the way, and that's low and outside. And Snell having trouble finding the strike zone. Now he got ahead 0-1 and now behind 3-1. Another ball out of the strike zone. And the bases would be loaded. And Jared Lansford already starting to warm up for the Ducks. He gave up a run yesterday in 1 inning of relief. And Snell's 3-1 is outside for ball 4. And the 4th man to reach in the inning is Billy Rice. And now the bases are loaded with Riversharks. 2 men out here in the 8th inning. And that's going to bring up Yasser Gomez. And that's going to bring Steve Foucault out of the dugout to chat with his right-hander. And Snell, who gave up a double and a single to start the inning, got a flyout and a strikeout, but now a single and a walk. And the tying runs are on the base pass for the Riversharks here in the bottom of the 8th. And Camden again not going down quietly. They continue to try and be pesky against this Ducks team and try and fight back in games, even when they fall behind. So Steve Foucault has a quick chat to try and calm down the right-hander Ian Snell, and Yasser Gomez, who is 0 for 4 here today, will come to the plate and try and keep this 8th inning going here for Camden. A double, 2 singles, and a walk in the inning for the Riversharks against Ian Snell, who is laboring here today, trying to send this game to the 9th inning. And now Adrian Martin all of a sudden gets up in the bullpen for the Riversharks. First pitch to Gomez, and that fastball is on the inside corner for strike 1. Gomez has struck out twice, sandwiched around a pop out to short and a ground out to second. Snell's 0-1. That fastball is on the outside corner for a strike. Now all of a sudden Snell throwing strikes quickly, and it's 0-2. The Ducks 1 strike away from sending this game to the 9th. Runners lead at every base with 2 men out. And the 0-2 from Ian Snell. Swung on and missed, strike 3. So he comes back with 3 straight fastballs against Yasser Gomez and blows him away on 3 pitches, and he gets out of big trouble here in the 8th inning. Riversharks do get a run on 3 hits and a walk. No errors, and the bases are left loaded. We take this game to the 9th inning. And the Ducks leading it 7-4 over the Riversharks.
Hi, this is catcher Ralph Enriquez, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Want to know what happy tastes like? Well, treat your taste buds to Carvel's new iceberg and Carvelatte beverages. A Carvel iceberg starts with your favorite soda, like Coke, Fanta Orange, and Barks Root Beer. Blend in ice and vanilla flavoring. It's then topped off with Carvel's famous soft serve ice cream. And try a new Carvelatte, a dynamite mixture of coffee and hazelnut or Irish cream flavor, blended with ice and topped off with whipped cream and crunchies. New Carvelattes and iceberg drinks. That's what happy tastes like. Only at Carvel. Visit Carvel.com for the location nearest you.
Now that Metrex is the official nutrition bar of the Long Island Ducks, they're fueling their powerful lineup with delicious high-quality protein to support lean muscle and strength. So that in 2013, the Long Island Ducks can have their best season ever. Uh-oh. Metrex, shaping every body.
Northeast Facility Supplies is the official janitorial supplier of the Long Island Ducks, serving all of Long Island, both North and South Fork locations to better serve you. We're located in Ronkonkoma and have a complete range of janitorial supplies for all your facilities' needs. Whether it's paper, plastics, chemicals, machinery, or equipment, no business is ever too big or too small for us. Don't forget to ask about our price match guarantee. Visit us on the web at www.nefaci.com or give us a call at 631-563-8119.
Hey, Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Clarion Hotel and Conference Center in Ronkonkoma. Uncover the perfect balance of memorable, award-winning service and the most central location Long Island has to offer. The Clarion Hotel and Conference Center is located less than a quarter mile from the Islip MacArthur Airport with a state-of-the-art health and fitness center, high-speed internet access, a world-class outdoor pool, and the great food and fun inside the Brickyard Bar and Grill. There's never been a better time to visit the Clarion Hotel and Conference Center. Best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Clarion Hotel and Conference Center, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 585-9500 today. That's 631-585-9500.
We go to the 9th inning here at Campbell's Field. Ducks with a 7-4 lead, 3 outs away from winning their 6th consecutive series. Brian Nelson will lead off against Jordan Ellis, the new pitcher for the Riversharks, and Ellis delivers a fastball strike. Count 0-1. Ellis relieves John Velasquez, who goes an inning and 2/3 today, gives up a run on 2 hits, no walks or strikeouts. 0-1. That's way upstairs to Nelson, even up to count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Nelson on the day has walked twice. He also had an RBI single to right and a run scored in the 7th. Part of the 5-run inning for the Ducks that has proved to be the difference in this game. 1-1. Swinging a ground ball over the mound. Shortstop Valdez charges, fields, throws to first. No, he lost the baseball. Went to go throw it and I guess never came up with the baseball cleanly. We'll see how it is scored. But Nelson is on at first. It's going to be a base hit for the Ducks. Their 11th of the game. And the Ducks now with the leadoff man on as Nelson picks up his 2nd hit of the day. Wasn't an easy play for Nelson. The pitcher, Ellis, thought about going to get it, but a little bit of a delayed reaction. I'm not sure he would have gotten it anyway. Valdez charged. Field had to make all in one motion to try and throw to first and just never came up with the baseball cleanly. And here is Bill Hall, who has the big hit in the game right now with his 3-run home run back in the 7th. First pitch on the way, and Hall will take a fastball up high for ball 1. Prior to the homer, Hall had driven in the first run of the game with an infield single to third in the first, reached on a fielder's choice in the third, grounded into a force out in the 5th, and then hit a go-ahead 3-run home run in the 7th inning that put the Ducks on top 6-3. 1-0, swing and a miss at a fastball. Not evens up the count at 1-1 strike. It was Hall's 9th home run of the season. He's now got 39 RBIs on the year with his 4 runs batted in today. Be a 1-1 pitch upcoming with Nelson leading at first and nobody out. And pitch on the way, swung on and fisted out in a shallow right field. Drennan has it, and he will make the catch. So that retires Bill Hall, who is now 2 for 5. And there's one away here in the 9th inning.
Catcher number 37, Ramon Castro.
So with 1 out, here is Ramon Castro to bat. He hits from the right side. Castro has picked up hits each of his last 2 times at the plate. And the first pitch from Ellis to Castro is dealt on the outside corner for a called strike, and the count 0-1. Castro grounded into a double play and grounded out to second in his first 2 at-bats, but double to left in the 6th, single to center in the 7th. And it's 0-1. Ellis deals low and outside. It's 1-1 strike. Ellis on the season has a record of 1-1. ERA has inflated to 5.23 in 31 games out of the pen. 19 runs, 18 earned on 39 hits and 31 innings of work. He's walked 13 and struck out 32. 1-1, low. That runs the count to 2-1 strike. Ellis struggled over the weekend against Long Island. He came into Sunday's game, the 10-4 win for the Ducks, in the 8th inning. Ducks were winning at the time, but the Ducks were able to put 4 more runs on the board and put the game away, all off Ellis. Here a high, deep drive to right center field. Long run back for the center fielder, Bailey, and the right fielder, Drennan, and it's the right fielder, Drennan, who comes up with it in front of the scoreboard in right center for the out. Castro gave it a ride out to right center field, but he is retired and is now 2 for 5 in the game. And with 2 out and a runner still at first, that'll bring up the right fielder, Adam Bailey. Well, Bailey trying to join the party. He is the only Duck who has yet to reach base in today's game. Surprising considering how well he has hit of late. 6 of the 9 Ducks have picked up hits in the game, including 5 who have multiple hits. Lyons the only one who's gotten a hit and not more than 1. First pitch here to Bailey, and that is lifted foul. Third base side out of play for strike 1. Binnick doesn't have a hit, but he has walked 3 times in the game. And Navarrete also does not have a hit, but he drew a walk in the second. Bailey, the only one who has not been on base. He has flied out foul in right, popped out foul the first, fly to center, and grounded it into a 3-6 double play. 0-1, lifted it down the left field line, foul again. And the count quickly, 0-2 on Bailey. Bailey does not get a hit here. His 5-game hitting streak will come to an end. Bailey had the longest hitting streak of the season earlier this year at 16 games. And the longest on-base streak at 23. Some of the campers in front of us doing some woo screams. 0-2, swinging a line drive into right field, right at Johnny Drennan, who will make the catch. Another good swing there for Bailey, but he hits it right at Drennan, who records all 3 outs in the inning, and the side retired. No runs a hit, 1 man left on base for the Ducks. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Long Island will try and close out another win. They lead it 7-4 here over the Riversharks.
Hi, this is reliever Leo Rosales, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hey Ducks fans, your recreation destination this year is The Rinks at Hidden Pond Park. The Rinks features 2 full-size ice rinks, a 97-acre summer day camp, a New York State licensed preschool academy, and a wide variety of birthday party options. Learn to skate, join one of many hockey leagues, swim in an Olympic-sized pool, and enjoy all the fun that The Rinks has to offer. Visit us today at 660 Terry Road in Hauppauge, or check us out online at therinks.com. The Rinks, your recreation destination.
Hey, Duck fans, you want all the latest inside info on your defending Atlantic League champion Long Island Ducks? Then follow Ducks President and General Manager Michael Pfaff on Twitter at twitter.com/LIDucksGM. You'll find out first right here about player transactions, special stories, and so much more. You'll also be able to interact with Michael directly and get his take on all things Ducks baseball. Head to twitter.com/LIDucksGM today and make sure to follow along throughout the entire 2013 season. It's game time.
Few places on earth offer the charm and excitement of Fire Island. At Fire Island Ferries, located conveniently at 99 Maple Avenue in Bay Shore, they offer convenient travel to Fire Island 7 days a week. Fire Island is quickly becoming a top destination for families of all ages. Experience the informal, carefree communities, the dazzling night scene, enjoy fine dining, or climb to the top of one of the tallest lighthouses in the United States. But there's only one way to get there, by calling Fire Island Ferries at 631-665-3600 today. For fare and scheduling information, please visit fireislandferries.com.
We go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Jared Lansford on to try and earn the save and close this one out. Ducks have a 7-4 lead over the Riversharks, and with 3 more outs, the Ducks would have won their 6th consecutive series to start the second half and would have earned themselves a guaranteed split of the season series with the Riversharks as the Ducks lead the season series 9-7. And Jared Lansford on a pitch for a second straight day. Ian Snell, in his 1 inning of work, gave up 3 hits, 1 run, which was earned, 1 walk, and struck out 2, including a big strikeout of Yasser Gomez with the bases loaded and 2 out in the inning to get out of further trouble. And Jared Lansford will face 2, 3, and 4. In the 9th inning, it'll be Wilson Valdez, followed by Valentino Pascucci and Raul Padron. So Lansford's got some big batters to face here in the 9th inning. First pitch to Valdez. He takes inside for ball 1. Lansford pitched an inning in last night's game, the final inning. He gave up 1 run on 2 hits. The solo homer to right by Burt Reynolds, facing the bottom 4 in the order. Now he faces the top/middle of the order. Here he delivers a strike on the outside corner. And the count even up at 1-1. So for the season, Jared Lansford has a record of 4-1, a 3.38 ERA in 37 games. He is going for a 6th save here today. 1-1. Valdez takes a breaking ball up high, and the count goes to 2-1. Valdez today is 3 for 4. He's had himself a very nice series. 3 singles, a stolen base, and a run scored in this game. Most of the campers have made their way out here today. 2-1 is low. And the count is now 3 balls and 1 strike on Wilson Valdez. Each team with 11 hits. Ducks have a 3-run lead. Jared Lansford looks in for the sign from Ramon Castro. And the 3-1 on the way to Wilson Valdez is on the outside corner. Good fastball for a strike. And the count now full at 3-2. Valdez, wearing the high navy blue socks, steps back up to home plate. And a payoff upcoming here from Jared Lansford. Righty kicks, fires, and Valdez will swing and bounce one over the mound towards the middle, and it is going to sneak through for a base hit. 4th hit of the day for Wilson Valdez. 2nd time in this series he has picked up 4 hits in a game. And the Riversharks get the leadoff man on here in the 9th inning. So Valentino Pascucci, always a tough out, is going to come out here with 1 runner on and nobody out here in the 9th. And as you can imagine, Riversharks will always continue to try and be pesky against this Ducks team and try and fight back in a game. They will not go down without a fight, as we've seen all year long. Jared Lancer's first pitch to Pascucci is a fastball strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Pascucci is 2 for 4 today. He hit into a 5-4-3 double play his last time up. He's had an infield single to short and a base hit to center for his 2 hits. And now an 0-1 on the way. That is on the inside corner for a strike. Pascucci doesn't like the call again from Chase Edmondson, and again he's in an argument here at home plate. So the count is quickly 0-2. Jared Lansford ahead of Pascucci. DH still upset with the call. Valdez will lead at first with nobody out, and the Ducks ahead by 3. And the 0-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Blew a fastball by him. First strikeout for Jared Lansford, and the 9th for Ducks pitching here today. And there's one out here in the 9th. Second time today that Pascucci has struck out. So up to the plate steps Raul Padron, who is 1 for 4 on the day with a double and a run scored his last time up back in the 8th inning. And with a ground ball double play here, game would be over. Valdez, the runner at first, with 1 out. And the first pitch upcoming here from Jared Lansford to Raul Padron, who asked for time at home plate. Wasn't ready to go yet at home plate. First pitch in for called strike to Padron, and the count is 0-1. Ducks lead 7-4 here in the 9th inning. And the 0-1, swing and a miss. He chased down and away, and the count is quickly 0-2. Prior to the double, Padron had an RBI ground out in the first, fly to right in the 3rd, and hit into a double play in the 5th. So count of 0-2. Valdez leads at first, being held on there by Navarrete. Pitch on the way, runner goes, and it's popped up foul, third base side into the crowd, out of play. And we'll do it once again. By the way, some defensive changes we forgot to mention. Delwyn Young, who pinch hit in the 8th inning for the catcher Michael Greco, he stayed in the game and went to first base in the 9th inning. And Padron, who was at first base, moved behind home plate. Count still 0-2 here on Padron, who hits from the left side. And the 0-2 outside. Count goes to 1-2 here on Padron. Dionis Cesar is next if he gets an opportunity to bat here in the 9th inning. Lansford set, and the pitch. Swinging a foul ball back to the screen behind home plate. And the pesky Padron still alive. Count remains at 1-2. Some of the camps still in attendance. Most of them have moved down closer to the field. Some of them have made their way out here today, have to get back to camp before dismissal. 1-2 pitch upcoming, and again, time called at home plate by Padron. Valdez still the runner at first. He has great speed. Jared Lansford ready. 1-2 again. Just missed inside. That'll even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, the Ducks will head to Bridgeport after the game tonight. They open up a 4-game series tomorrow at 7:05 p.m. Dontrell Willis for the Ducks, Miguel Martinez for the Bluefish, a matchup of left-handers on the mound. 2-2 this time. Swinging a ground ball to first, pass Ray Navarrete down the right field line. Around second, going for third is Valdez. Bailey will pick it up and fire it back in. And going into second base is Padron. Ball hits Padron, and now able to come home is Valdez. And it is now a 7-5 game. Second double of the game for Padron, his second RBI of the day, and he's now up to 41. So we now have a 2-run game, and Dionis Cesar is going to come to the plate here as the tying run here in the 9th inning. Runner is going to score on the E9 on the throw from Bailey that hit the runner. So it's no RBI, for Padron. He is still at 40 on the season. But he picks up his second double of the day, now up to 19 on the season. So Dionis Cesar with one swing of the bat could tie this game at 7. And then for a second straight day, Jared Lansford has given up a run. Riversharks continue to make things interesting. First pitch, Cesar pops this one foul down the left field line. Well hit that time, but the count is 0-1. Still only one out, and it's now a 7-5 game. Ducks bullpen just hasn't been as dominant without Leo Rosales and Eric Neeson in the pen. Seems like Snell and Jared Lansford, because of a lot of work lately, have struggled a little bit. This one a liner in a center field. Binnick charging, and he's going to have to play this one on a hop. It drops in for a base hit. And now runners at first and third. The tying runs on base for Camden. And that'll bring up the second baseman, D'Angelo Jimenez. Third hit of the inning against Jared Lansford. And the back end of the Ducks bullpen struggling again here today. Not really much you can do if you're Kevin Byas. You have to go with the guys that you trust. And Jared Lansford, who gave up a run yesterday but was able to shut the door, is having some troubles here. Runners at first and third. Lansford threw 12 pitches yesterday. He's now up to 18 here today. And here's D'Angelo Jimenez, who comes to the plate with runners at first and third. One out here in the bottom of the ninth in a 7-5 game. Riversharks with 14 hits here tonight. First pitch from Lansford to Jimenez, and this is swung on and grounded to second. Phillips will bobble the baseball. He'll have only one play. It's the first, and it's just in time to get Jimenez. That was a chance for a double play, and Phillips almost ended up getting no outs, but he's able to get one. Crossing over to second is Cesar, and now the tying runs in scoring position with two out, and it'll be up to the right fielder, Johnny Drennan. P.J. Phillips, not the normal second baseman for the Ducks, but Kevin Byas wants to give Josh Barfield a full day off. And Phillips juggled that baseball, maybe thought about trying to go to second before coming up with the baseball. Jimenez does run well, so not sure the Ducks would have been able to get it anyway. A run did score on that ground out too, so it's an RBI ground out. It's now a one-run game, tying run at second. Here, a ground ball to second base for P.J. Phillips. He will go over to first, and it is in time for the out. This ball game is over, and the Ducks hang on by a thread here in the bottom of the ninth inning to win it 7-6 over the Riversharks, and it is now 6 consecutive series wins for the Ducks to open up here in the second half. Oh boy, did Jared Lansford make it interesting in the ninth inning. Riversharks scoring 2 runs on 3 hits, but they leave the tying run in scoring position, and the Ducks win yet another series and have now earned themselves a guaranteed split of the season series against Camden. Don't go anywhere. Post-game show's coming up next. We'll recap this one and hand out the Nicolon Player of the Game award after this.
Hi, this is pitcher TJ Hose, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
This one is clocked. Deep left field by Dan Lyons. Going back is left fielder Peter Barrows. He's looking up. That ball will not leave its wingman. I feel the need for speed. Talk to me, Goose. Talk to me. No good. Talk to me. Hey, Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quacker Jack Foundation. Every time a Ducks hitter goes deep, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all the winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
I love coming to the stadium.
What do you love about a Long Island Ducks game?
The excitement.
The laughter.
The memories.
Spending time with my family.
Watching my grandson's eyes light up.
Dancing with Quacker Jack.
What about you?
A 400-foot shot.
Definitely the food.
Getting autographs and running the bases.
Play ball! For game times and promos for your 2012 Atlantic League champions, visit liducks.com.
I love this game.
Ducks baseball. It's game time.
We are back here at Campbell's Field in Camden, New Jersey. The Ducks have made it 6 consecutive series wins to start the second half of the season, as they have won it today by a count of 7-6. They almost blew it in the ninth inning, but Jared Lansford hangs on to record his sixth save of the year. And the Ducks win yet another. They have improved to 14-5 here in the second half of the season. A season best 9 games over 500, and overall they are within 1 game of 500 at 44-45. Camden with the loss falls to 7-13, and they are now 31-59 on the season. And they are now 7.5 games behind the Ducks. Let's recap today's game. Ducks got off to the good start again with a run in the opening inning as Joe Ashbrodine hit a ground rule double to right, went to third after Binnick drew a walk. Runners moved up on a ground out by Bryant Nelson, and then Bill Hall, an RBI infield single to third, scored Brodine and gave the Ducks an early 1-0 lead. Camden, though, would tie it in the bottom of the first. After a strikeout by Yasser Gomez, Wilson Valdez single to right, Valentino Pascucci reached on an infield single to short. Valdez went from first to third on the play, and then Raul Padron an RBI ground out to first, and that tied the game at 1. It was Bob Zimmerman for the Ducks and Scott Gorgon for the Riversharks. Camden would score 3 more in the fourth inning, 2 more I should say, to take a 3-1 lead against Bob Zimmerman. In the fourth, with 1 out, D'Angelo Jimenez and Johnny Drennan reached base. Jimenez walked and stole second. Johnny Drennan then an RBI single to center, scored Jimenez to make it 2-1. And then after a foul pop by Michael Greco, Billy Rice with an RBI triple to right center, scored Drennan, 2 in the inning, and that gave the Riversharks a 3-1 lead. And it would stay that way until the 7th. Scott Gorgon was lifted in favor of Armando Gabino after Gorgon allowed just 1 run on 3 hits, did walk 6 in his 6 innings of work. But Gabino came in, and he was hit hard by the Ducks. P.J. Phillips grounded a triple down the right field line to start the inning. Dan Lyons followed with an RBI single to center to score Phillips from third, and that made it a 3-2 game. Joe Ashbrodine then grounded one back to the mound that allowed Lyons to get to second with 1 out. Craig Binnick then drew a walk, and Brian Nelson delivered an RBI single to right to tie the game at 3. Runners at first and second with only 1 out in the inning, and Bill Hall would crush a 3-run home run over the walls in left center field. His 9th of the season. He had 4 RBIs in the game, and the Ducks had taken a 6-3 lead over Camden. And that was after 7 innings of play. Ducks would tack on another run in the 8th inning, and it would prove to be large because P.J. Phillips with 1 out single to right stole second, moved to third on a ground out by Dan Lyons, and then came home on the RBI single to left by Joe Ashbrodine. Ducks led 7-3 at that point, and that just seemed like an extra insurance run. Well, it would certainly be insurance because in the bottom of the 8th inning, Riversharks would get a run against Ian Snell as Raul Padron doubled to right, Dionis Cesar single to right to put runners at the corners, and then D'Angelo Jimenez lifted a sac fly to center to score Padron and make it 7-4. After a strikeout of Drennan, Delwyn Young pinch hit single to center, Billy Rice a walk, and that loaded the bases with 2 outs. Steve Foucault came out, chatted briefly with Snell, and Snell on 3 pitches struck out Yasser Gomez to leave the bases loaded and get out of a big jam in the 8th inning. Jared Lansford then came on to pitch the 9th inning, and he would try and earn the save, but Lansford would run into trouble yet again. A leadoff single to center by Wilson Valdez, who would then go from first to third after a strikeout by Valentino Pascucci on a double to right by Raul Padron. So that put runners at second and third, and then Valdez would score when the throw in the second hit the runner Padron. So on the E9, Bailey's 3rd error of the season, the run scored to make it a 7-5 game. Dionis Cesar then singled to center to put runners at first and third for D'Angelo Jimenez, who grounded one to the right side. Could have been a double play, but P.J. Phillips juggled it, only got 1 out. And on the play, scoring from third was Padron to make it 7-6. So the tying run was at second base in Cesar with 2 outs in the inning. And on the first pitch, Johnny Drennan grounded out to second to end the game and gave the Ducks a 7-6 win. Final total, 7 runs, 11 hits, 1 error for the Ducks. They left 8 on base, 6 runs, 14 hits, no errors for the Riversharks, who left 10. The winning pitcher was Bob Zimmerman. He improved to 2-2. Zimmerman allowed 3 runs on 7 hits in 6 innings, walked 3 and struck out 5. Losing pitcher was Armando Gabino. Gabino was the one who suffered the loss, and with the loss, Gabino's record will fall to 2-7 on the season. The save went to Jared Lansford, his 6th of the season. Game took 3 hours and 16 minutes in front of 4,918 here at Campbell's Field. As for today's Nico Lock Player of the Game, it's going to go to Bill Hall. He was 2 for 5 at the plate with that game. The go-ahead 3-run home run in the 7th inning. That was the big hit in the game. gave the Ducks a 3-run lead that they would never relinquish. So today, it's Bill Hall, the Nicolak player of the game. Nicolak retaining walls and paving stones, a company synonymous with quality and service in the manufactured concrete industry for almost 50 years. We'll take one more break. When we come back, a final look at the out-of-town scoreboard, then we wrap things up from Campbell's Field.
Hi, this is manager Kevin Byers, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/Ducks Baseball.
Beautify your patio, walkway, driveway, or pool surround with Nicolak paving stones and walls. Nicolak's specially formulated paver shield offers extra surface wear protection and color enhancement throughout the thickness of the paver. Paver shield guarantees that your pavers will look great for years to come. Bring home the elegance with Nicolak. Visit the Nicolak Design Center, Sunrise Highway, Lindenhurst, or Nicolak.com.
Let Nicolak Pavers pave your way.
Hey, Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Clarion Hotel and Conference Center in Ronkonkoma. Uncover the perfect balance of memorable, award-winning service and the most central location Long Island has to offer. The Clarion Hotel and Conference Center is located less than a quarter mile from the Islip MacArthur Airport with a state-of-the-art health and fitness center, high-speed internet access, a world-class outdoor pool, and the great food and fun inside the Brickyard Bar and Grill. There's never been a better time to visit the Clarion Hotel and Conference Center. Best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Clarion Hotel and Conference Center, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 585-9500 today. That's 631-585-9500.
Back here in Camden, New Jersey, one final time after the Ducks hang on for a 7-6 win over the Camden Riversharks to win the series by taking 2 of 3. Ducks take 5 of the 7 games in a row that these two teams have played. The Ducks improved to a season-best 9 games over 500 at 14-5 in the second half. They are now 44-45 overall this year. Final look at the out-of-town scoreboard. Ducks pick up a game on the Bluefish, now leading the Liberty Division by 5 games as the Blue Crabs rally for a 5-4 win in a day game down in Waldorf, Maryland. Darrell Thompson, the win, improved to 8-5. Mike Parisi, the loss, fell to 4-12, and Jim Ed Warden earned his 22nd save of the year. There was 1 home run in the game. Jose Julio Ruiz, his 4th of the year for the Blue Crabs. And as for the Sugarland Skeeters, they win today in Lancaster 4-2 over the Barnstormers. The winning pitcher was Greg Aquino, who improved to 5-1. Lenny DeNardo, the loss, fell to 4-7. Gary Majeski earned his 10th save of the year. Home runs of the game, Reed Gurecki, his 7th of the season for Sugarland. Darrell Ward, his 14th, and Kirk Russell, his 2nd for Lancaster in the game. So, again, the Skeeters with a 4-2 win over the Barnstormers. There will be one game later tonight. It is in Bridgewater, New Jersey. York Revolution at the Somerset Patriots. Patriots swept a doubleheader yesterday from the Revolution. That game will begin at 7:05 p.m. over at TD Bank Ballpark. And on the Major League scoreboard tonight, Mets will host the Braves at Citi Field. It'll be Jeremy Hefner for the Mets, 4-7, 3.93 ERA against Tim Hudson, who is 7-7 with a 4.08 ERA. That game will begin at 7:10. At 8:05 down in Texas, it's the Yankees and the Rangers. Andy Pettit for the Yankees, 7-7, 4.47 ERA. Matt Garza will make his debut with the Texas Rangers. Ducks will head to Bridgeport. After getting wrapped up in the clubhouse here, they will open up a 4-game series tomorrow night. Tomorrow night at 7:05 p.m. will be Dontrell Willis, a lefty for the Ducks, against Miguel Martinez, a lefty for the Bluefish. Series continues on Friday night at 7:05 at the ballpark at Harbor Yard. Righty Nick DeBar for the Ducks against lefty Trevor Reckling, who will make his first appearance against the Ducks this season. Saturday will be righty John Brownell for Long Island against righty Josh Butler for the Bluefish. And then wrapped up on Sunday at 1:05. Saturday's game, by the way, at 6:05. Sunday at 1:05, it'll be lefty Bill Murphy for Long Island, who got a win here last night against lefty Hunter Jones for the Bluefish. Tomorrow night's game will be able to be heard on the Ducks official YouTube channel, where you're tuning in right now. And then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, all on the radio home for Ducks Baseball, 103.9 FM WRCN, and online at WRCN.com. And my colleague Tom Felice will have all the games for you from the ballpark at Harbor Yard in Bridgeport, Connecticut. That's going to do it for us here in Camden, New Jersey today, where once again the final score, the Ducks win at 7-6 over the Riversharks for their 6th consecutive series win. We invite you to join us for our next Ducks broadcast, which will be tomorrow night from Bridgeport, Connecticut, when the Ducks open up a 4-game series against the crosstown rival Bridgeport Bluefish. Pre-game show will begin at 6:50. First pitch at 7:05 right here on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball, and online as well at liducks.com. My name is Michael Pollack. Thanks so much for spending your Wednesday morning/afternoon with me. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast and the Ducks victory. Have a great rest of your Wednesday, and we'll do it all over again on Thursday night in Bridgeport. Good night and so long from Camden, New Jersey.